gin?
Good evening, everyone. This is the functional GINtleman. This is Gin Week.
I just want you to yell.
I am Roy Gravis. That's Bucky Pender.
Hey,
John's
everybody.
in the corner. Ryan's in the middle. We're all good. It's Gin Week.
It is Gin Week.
It's Gin Week.
And I'm sweating bullets just
You're
thinking
sweating
about
bullets.
gin.
I'm playing hurt. It's
I
all
know.
good.
Hashtag gin is in.
Hashtag Gin is in.
I even,
You go ahead.
Look, I
Maybe
even
I'll
put
use
it
my
on the
microphone.
green screen for him.
I was wondering, where's your stand?
I took it with me.
Oh.
I'm selling that equipment, so
Oh. Are you selling the boom arms?
yeah.
This is not the time for that, guys.
All I wanted
Are we
was-
talking business? Let's go.
All I want is the boom arms. That's it. I don't
God.
want anything else.
Might be able to sell them right now.
Since you said something, we do have special guest.
Yes, I
Ryan.
said that. I introduced him. Yeah.
Oh, I
got
didn't hear you.
No, that's
I was
the
so
problem.
distracted by the non-yelling, Roy.
I was distracted by it. It took me a second. Did you literally not see the pause?
I
It
know.
took me a second because I was like, "What am I doing?"
The multiverse is a weird
Yes.
place to be.
Tell me about it. I'm waiting to see two of me in a moment. Which, God, I hope that's not
Yeah,
the case.
let's not do that.
I can't see a double of myself.
Oh, man.
So how's everybody's
Whoa,
week?
what did you do? This is our studio,
Oh, wow.
everybody.
Oh Lord, what did you do? There you go. Thank
There
you.
you go.
What'd you do? What did you do?
Oh, man.
Good Lord.
All right.
So how was everybody's week?
You know.
It's been good. It's hot.
Hot.
It is
Yeah.
hot. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling it right now.
Are you excited to be back?
Oh, I'm happy to be
Here?
back. Oh yeah,
Not just here,
not just
obviously,
here, but here in Silsbee, home, away from Austin and the craziness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Fantastic.
I enjoyed the time, but
It's
it's
Jake.
not home.
What up, Jay?
Jake's in the house. What is up? I don't need that.
Here,
We're gonna
here,
do this-
Here, I got you.
Oh, you got me?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look
Okay.
right there at the top.
Fantastic. Okay. So tonight's smoke of the week is The Beast by, who is this by? La Flora?
Babalu Cigars.
Okay, Babalu Cigars
Babalu.
out of Austin.
That's
I've
fun.
heard of them. They're out of Austin. Okay.
They used to, if you've been to Austin or in the past, they used to be on Dirty Sixth,
Okay.
and they've moved.
Where'd they move to?
An industrial park north of
Gotcha,
town. They were
gotcha.
getting broken into too much.
Oh, imagine
that. Yeah.
36 and you're getting broken
Yeah,
into.
yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we got the Beast, 26th anniversary Toro. It's a 52 by 6. 52 is ring gauge, 6 inches length. It's Ecuadorian Habano wrapper with a 9-year-old Nicaraguan filler and binder, by the way.
Oh.
So we're good on that. It's very
Will
pretty.
you toss me one of those light tours?
Oh, Lightors?
Yeah.
Here, have
Thank
a
you, sir.
lighter. Ryan brought his own. I see.
How are you this evening,
I
John?
see it now. Ryan brought his
John
own.
is in studio.
Do you
How
need
are
a cutter
this
and a
evening?
liar?
I do.
I got what I need.
I am okay.
Yeah?
Everything's good in the hood.
Good.
Everything's good in the hood,
Yeah.
he says.
How are you gentlemen doing?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Excited. It's Friday night.
Any better than be a crime.
I'm really good because for the first time, we get to talk about stuff that I'm like,
You know how
Kinda.
much whining I've heard in the preparation for this episode from Bucky over there? I've
It's
heard
all I
so
said.
much whining.
It's all I've been talking about.
like he's like, I don't want to do this. I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me.
yeah.
No, I can make you fool because we're doing it.
This
I
is
mean,
real.
we talk about whiskey a lot. We gotta have one night, just one night.
Well, let's hope that this is going to be the first of not many one nights, but at the same time, I
But the
kind of
multiverse
want
may not be a bad thing.
It may not be. It may not be.
I don't think it's going to be. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
We had
got
a
some-
really good brainstorming session.
We got some stuff.
What do you
you
want?
looking for?
Me, Ryan, and Roy were all in a little group chat, and we had a pretty good brainstorming session
Yeah.
trying to figure out
Yeah.
the naming and where we go with this, how we do these little offshoots. And Ryan came up with the idea of the Matrix or Alice in Wonderland, which immediately, for some reason, made me think about the Avengers and how much I love those movies. So the multiverse just made sense.
Yeah.
But it was a really good brainstorming session.
And so this is your first night to build your Infinity Glove at this point.
Gauntlet.
yeah, my
Gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You
We'll
tell,
see. I'm
you
gonna
tell
take
which
over
one
the
of
world.
us is the Marvel geek out of the group. That would be me. I watch a lot of Marvel. I was watching Marvel earlier today. I started watching Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
I watched
not a
Guardians.
bad
I
one.
watched Guardians 3 the other day. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
is
watched
it?
that one.
I didn't really like the ending though. The ending, I'm not
Well,
gonna spoil it for anybody. The ending kind of
yeah.
sucked, kind of pissed me off a little bit, but I get it.
Yeah. So, Jake went to Nashville over the weekend, and so he makes a trip to Tennessee.
Right.
And if you know anything about Alabama, which I've learned from Jake, their whiskey selection apparently sucks.
Well, it's
I
Alabama.
as
don't
far
know
as
about
what you
that,
can
but
buy.
okay. Oh, as far as what you can buy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's Alabama.
Right, it's Alabama. So he goes to Nashville. Poor thing. He comes home with not like exclusive Tennessee releases, but Texas whiskey.
Man, that's a long way. That's a delicate trip. Yeah.
He goes to Tennessee and buys Texas whiskey.
Only person I know that does
It
that.
is inevitable.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic.
It
statement.
is.
You
It's
like
very
it?
good.
So-
Your notes, on the other hand, though, I can't get.
Oh,
back
you can't
in.
get back
Yeah,
to
I
it.
don't
Nah,
know,
that's
I
all
don't
right.
know
That's
your
all
code
right.
to your phone.
Nah, that's
I know
all
a
right.
lot of things. Your phone code's
Nah.
not one of them.
So give us a
Okay.
little bit of
So let me
Your thoughts and
let me
your-
tell you about Babalu first.
Yeah.
First and
Yeah,
foremost,
yeah.
they roll everything in house, and if you want to learn to roll cigars, they offer a class that you
Really?
can go
Nice.
and they'll teach you in store, and then you can develop your own blend, and then you can come back
Nice.
home and they'll ship you
Interesting.
raw tobacco.
Yeah.
But this is a 9-year-old. I think you covered it. but
Yeah,
this is a
9-year-old Nicaraguan
wrapper.
Wrap.
And so this was very aged, very well done. But the flavors on the cold draw, caramel, light spice, hint of sweetness. Maybe you're getting some of that, John. But then as you start smoking it, you get hints of honey, maybe some dark chocolate, some coffee in there.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna tell you, once you get about halfway down, it's just a pepper bomb. There's white pepper, there's black pepper. It's a fantastic cigar, especially to be smoking it with what we're going to be drinking tonight that has lots of herbal components.
Nice.
I do really get the honey, like the sweetness in there. It's definitely there for me.
So I've never used this term with y'all, and I'm glad Ryan brought this up because it actually gives me a chance to kind of re-educate. When Ryan refers to the cold draw, that's the first draw you get off the. As soon as you light it, that's the cold draw. The very first draw you get.
Right.
Well, no, wait. No, the cold draw is when you've cut it and you're checking to see if you've got good draw through
Oh.
it. It's there's no flame, there's no nothing. It's the flavors you get when the cigar is cold
I got
before you light it up.
I never do a cold draw then.
Well, you should always do it to make sure the cigar's not plugged.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just to make sure it draws. And if you ever go to like a one of these highfalutin lounges like in Vegas or someplace, they'll cut it for you and
make
then
you
hand it back to you and say, take a puff, see if it draws.
Huh.
Makes
And
sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I like it. Fantastic. It's a good one. I'm not gonna lie to you. You did a good job on this one. It's very good.
I'm glad you like it.
To me, it's very mellow. Right now,
Yep.
I'm in the first third, as they call it.
Yep.
Very mellow. You know,
extremely.
I like it. So far, it's good, and it's got a good draw to it. Like I said,
Yeah.
for me, not cold drawing it, it was good.
And this is their 26th anniversary, so once they sell out, you can't get these anymore. So
Wow.
yeah, they were very proud of them. I mean, it's only
I can see why they did a good job on the blend.
yeah.
They
But
did
it's
a really good job on it.
It's only $8. So
That's
if
not bad.
If you
Wow.
wanna,
Yeah.
yeah. So
That's not
But
bad
again,
at
they
all.
make everything in house, so
True.
It's there's
Very
no shipping.
true.
There's no.
Yeah, they're
you're not
almost like that
bringing it
little
in.
guy. I don't know if you've known this or not. There's a little guy when you go to Key West and you're on a cruise ship. You walk right off where the cruise ship docks. You go maybe half a block tops.
Yep.
He's right in the back. Little
Yep.
Cuban guy makes everything by hand. His stuff is good.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember his
I
name
think
to
that's-
save my
I think
life,
that's
but
Rodriguez Cigars,
I think you might be right.
because I've been there and I order from him online every once in a while.
Yeah.
They're very good.
He's got good stuff.
So, you said these are made in house in Austin. Is that
Yep.
is that kind of a normal thing? Are there multiple places like that in Austin? Is it kind of a
There are a lot of cigar shops, but there are very few that actually roll their own in house. Now, a lot of people have house blends or house brands. Cigar International for you go in and they have their own brands. A lot of shops do that, but very few have rollers in house.
Good evening, Miss Gina.
It's Gina.
hey?
Hey, Jane.
Ready for some gin? I love the fact that she's in the comments and you're over there grinding your teeth. I can see it.
What are you talking about?
Like the fact that you do not want to do this at all.
No, I don't. No, this is the one
the
episode.
gin, you do
I think I even said at one point, if I were to ever have COVID and have to miss an episode,
This would be the
would be the one I wish
Oh.
it was for.
Bite your tongue.
We're gonna change your mind. I'm
Bite
telling
your
you.
tongue.
I'm telling you.
Bite your tongue. Because you do know, like, gin is like the original clear spirit. Like it was before anything else.
Well, I mean, moonshine.
And no, it dates. Gin dates back before
Yeah.
moonshine does, my friend.
Yeah.
It's
1700s is whenever they say it first came out. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's fantastic.
that's before whiskey.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah. Or before we knew there was
We
whiskey.
knew
Yeah.
there was whiskey, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna stall as long as I can. I'm gonna ask Ryan
So
as many
speaking
cigars.
of gin,
Yeah, speaking
All right.
of gin,
No.
where
More
are
cigars.
we going with this?
Let's talk
Yeah.
all cigars tonight.
Also, I mean, hey, I'm good with that too.
We can do it. We
I
can
mean,
go
we
down
can do
that
that. I
hole.
may have to get up and leave and go grab stuff out of my humidor and come
Yeah.
back, but I mean,
Yeah.
we can do that if you want. But
Stephanie said, "Suck it
Steph.
up,
Yep,
suck it up,
suck it
Bucky.
up.
Gin is great."
I feel like Jake's gonna be the only person on my side tonight. I even asked him if he would go to if he would send his wife to the liquor store to get like a couple of those little handshake bottle, the airplane bottles,
Yeah.
so that he would have to suffer through tonight with me. And he messaged me earlier and he was like, "I didn't get any gin."
Oh, come on, Jake. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, man.
But he makes a good point. So he's about his Tennessee trip. He said, "You get the best whiskey. You get what the best whiskey is, no matter what state it's made in. Still, Austin and Balcones were the best ones I found.
Nice.
Especially the Balcones rye that he got. It's special. It was like a store pick,
Yeah.
finished in wine barrels.
Ooh, yeah.
So it was.
Yeah.
He's really enjoyed that one.
that's
and,
a good
and
one.
Jake, next time you go through Alabama, you need to be looking for Dietling whiskey.
Dietling.
Dietling.
Yeah.
Dietling. It's
De-
fantastic.
Deet, like as in that shit you spray on to get the
Yeah.
mosquitoes to die. That shit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of when he said Deetling. I'm like, Deet. Okay, I know where he's at now. Interesting. So where
Yeah.
are they at in Alabama? Just out of curiosity.
I'd have to look them up and
Okay.
see.
Have you had the only Alabama whiskey I know of is that Clyde Mays?
I've had Clyde
Have you had
Mays.
had words are
It's
hard.
not my favorite.
Okay.
It's not my favorite. But the Dietling is fantastic.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's fantastic. And they typically do store picks.
He lives in Florence, is what he's saying.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
So I don't know where it is in relation to
I don't know.
Florence and.
Well,
Florence
he's
is
had-
kind of in southern Alabama.
So-
isn't
He
it?
says he's got it there. They just have the cast
Oh.
strength.
Oh, that's
okay.
that's the one you want is the cast strength.
Well, there you go, Jake. You
Nice.
got some homework. Report back.
Yeah, it's really good. Lots of brown sugar notes.
Interesting.
Yeah,
is it a bourbon or is it a whiskey, a single malt?
They do it all.
Okay.
They do it all. But I've had their weeded, and it was really tasty.
Northern Alabama. Sorry, I was wrong. Florence. is
Yeah,
in
you had a
northern.
50-50 shot
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's either northern or southern. 50-50 shot. Yep, fantastic. So which way are we going with this?
We're not.
Don't know.
We're not. I feel sick, all of us.
No.
So
Cut it.
I think we start off with something that
So
Get-
I
You're
don't care which
tasting
way.
it.
Yeah, I don't care which way we go.
Okay.
I think the first drink needs to be just a very small taste of it neat.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
how we drink our
That's
whiskey.
how
Yeah.
we drink.
That's what we
Okay.
do, especially
Yep.
at all of our get-togethers.
Yep.
Whenever we do the show, we drink whiskey neat.
Okay.
So and it can just be a little splash. But I'm curious.
All right, but do we want to start? Where do we want to start? Is my question.
What do you mean where?
Well, there's a lot of
there's a
different
lot
places
of
you can
different
start.
gin. There's a lot of
man.
different gin, and
So, like a prime example, I'm looking off to what is in
So,
front of everybody
What's
else on
the
the camera.
best-selling gin? Is it London Dry? Because I know
Okay.
nothing, but I know names.
yeah, London Dry
Sorta.
is the one that everybody knows,
Yes.
right?
Right, like-
because it's they
What
say
is
it's
that?
the
Like
oldest.
Beefeater and
Beefeater,
Sapphire,
Tanqueray.
Bombay Sapphire,
Yeah, Bombay.
yeah.
Okay, so let's start there.
All right.
If that
so,
seems to be the popular one. That
Okay.
So I don't know if I even brought a bottle of London Dry.
okay. Well, if you didn't, we won't.
Yeah.
Well, check out two minis. I think it's actually a London Dry.
Yes, it is.
Which one?
Two
Oh,
minis
good.
from Acre.
Good.
I think it's a London Dry.
Great.
All right,
See there,
so-
we can start with
All right.
with
so
Acre.
the
Since
Shout out
Acre
Acre.
August.
Acre
Yeah.
August. Shout out Acre.
That's
Thank you
right.
for
That's
providing
right.
our drinks throughout the month.
Yes.
We're super excited to be working our way through their distillery.
Yep.
We do want to make sure we highlight them a few times tonight.
Perfect. And John, go ahead and grab that barrel aged one
London
as well,
Dry. Yeah, the Meander.
The-
It's
the
that
Meander,
yellow-looking
yeah.
colored one.
because we want to taste them back to back.
Yes. for
Okay,
sure.
so that brings up a good point.
Okay.
Is barrel aged gin a normal thing?
It's getting to be.
Yes.
It has not been in the past, but it is the new thing.
So, Fierce Whiskers quickly became one of my favorite social media followers, and then
Yep.
I got an opportunity to go back in April whenever we were in Austin, and I had a blast. I enjoyed their rye, enjoyed some of their bourbon that they allowed us to try. And then I saw on their social media yesterday or the day before,
Yep.
they're coming out with a gin and a barrel-aged gin.
That's right. That's right.
So is that kind of the next evolution
It is.
in
Well,
gin?
they're trying to appeal to brown liquor drinkers like us.
Oh.
And so that's where it comes from. That's really the idea behind it. Now, we're gonna taste a few things tonight, but
Yep.
let me give you the 3 rules of
Yes,
London
London
Dry
Dry.
Gin. Well, no, make
Yes, like
Yeah.
pour some of that into this.
yeah. So London Dry Gin, similar to American whiskey, there are 3 rules, and these are the commonplace rules for London Dry. It has to be 37.5% ABV or higher. It has to be distilled with botanicals in the distillate. Thank you. And then it has to be, then after distillation, only water can be added. So they can't add any flavoring or coloring.
So it's very similar to whiskey rules,
very,
bourbon rules.
very similar, right? But there's no barrel involved.
And it comes in at a little bit lower proof.
A little
Yeah,
bit lower
so
or
proof.
it can come
It
in
can.
at.
This one comes in actually at 94 proof is what it
See,
comes
there
in
you
at.
go. So they're on the high
Okay.
end.
Yeah, so this is on the high end
All
of
right,
London Dry.
so let's run through a couple of these comments real quick. It
Yes.
looks like we've got a few. I actually don't hate gin barrel. Rested gin isn't terrible. Wait, okay. Whoa,
like
you
mint
scrolled
off the
too far.
nose. You get that?
A little bit of mint,
Yeah.
a little bit of
I got a whole lot of lemon.
coriander. Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Oof. It smells like the lemon hand soap I have in my kitchen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do get the citrus. I do get the
Yeah.
citrus.
That's what I was going to say. Citrus.
Uh,
Citrus is there. And like I said, we got JB and Gina in the
Gin
comments
is
too.
dependent
JB
on
can
the
kind
type of botanicals
of chime in if he wants
used
to
in the
on the
process.
2 minis because that's what we're starting with. The 2 minis
Me-
London Dry.
Meander is the mellow.
Yes.
Tanqueray from a Snoop Dogg song.
Tanqueray is what I started with. 'Cause that's what my uncle in Louisiana drank was Tanqueray and tonic water. So typical gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic, yeah.
So Jake said, I compare barrel-aged gin to a super floral rye. Jake, for as much shit as you talked with me this week, you sure are talking a whole lot of good things about gin.
Jake knows what's up.
And Jake, I want to know what you're drinking that's
Scotty!
that gives you a floral note that's barrel aged.
Right.
If my humor is dry, then you're like a 90-year-old woman. Dust. God dang, I just can't. Oh.
Just take a sip. Bucky.
That is delicious.
It's really good. It's really good. Watch him. He's going to be like, nope. Nope. Wait for it.
Oh, it tastes like hand soap.
Okay. All right. So let's cover this. So this is the true London Dry Gin, and this is what people dislike, if you will, Bucky. Is this? It tastes like maybe you took a pine tree, that was hanging in a cab and licked it and then hung it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
The little tree
yeah.
Yeah.
thingy.
That's the one complaint that a lot of people make about the here. Dump it here. I'll drink it.
Right. It's like, I'll drink it. It's over
That's
here.
good. That's good. But that's the number one complaint is it's too piney,
forgot
it's
it
too
has
woody. I even get a hint of rosemary on this one. JB, if you're out there, but I like this one. This is fantastic.
It's a good one. I had it, like I said, I had it as soon as I walked in his house Tuesday night on ice. It was really good.
Oh man, and that London Dry with this cigar.
I
I can
God.
tell you right now, he does it, and I think it's one that we're going to try later. There's a lemon cloud one that he actually took the San Pellegrino limonada
Oh yeah.
and mixed that
And mixed
with
that
it
in
and
there
made
with
a
it?
cocktail out of it, and it was really good too.
No,
So,
Tyler, it does not.
Quick
taste
question
like
about that.
botanical
All
garden.
right, and I'm
Tastes
going
like
to
a
get this
pine
question right.
straw tree.
Obviously you have London Dry, you have regular gin, you have the Meander.
Yeah.
How do you feel about flavored gins?
I mean, they have a place.
Yeah.
I've got one here in this box that we're going to try.
Right.
That's got rose in it, and
Okay.
it's a London Dry that they
Right.
added rose to.
Okay.
And it's very different.
Because the first time I ever had gin, not gonna lie, it was the orange Tanqueray, and that's really honestly that opened the door to more gins for me.
Okay.
Because I was like, man, this is delicious. I want to try more, and so
Take a puff of your cigar,
it-
Bucky.
it-
Yes.
I'm telling you.
I feel like I went outside, picked up some pine straw, and stuck it in my mouth.
Green pine straw.
Oh, Stephanie said, "Hang on, John, it gets better." I bet it does.
So,
I'm telling
and
you,
look,
this is
the-
great. This is my favorite episode.
The reason I got into gin is because Steph doesn't drink bourbon,
Right.
and she wanted cocktails, and the only way I know how to mix cocktails is I have to drink it, and
Right.
so we started. If a distillery had gin, well, I'm tasting it,
Yeah.
and and we bought a lot, and that's
Yeah.
hence the reason I got a box full of gin.
Yeah, exactly.
It's-
He walked in and was like, "I need help." But so apparently, my wife is watching with your wife, and she said purple gin is in.
Yep.
Which
Yes.
she's referring to the Empress.
Yep.
Yes. Empress
Because
Purple, yeah.
Ryan makes what.
Empress
It's
Purple.
They-
indigo gin.
Yes, they and the wives really enjoy the cocktail that you make
Yeah,
with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Drink me.
The drink
The
me
drink-
based
Drink
on
me.
Alice in Wonderland. Back to Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it all ties in.
Yeah,
Back to
yeah.
Alice in
You never go away from it. But I do want to try the other one before we dive into
that's what I'm-
into some of these that
That's
I
what I'm
brought.
cracking right now.
Yeah.
The meander.
Yeah. And JB, if you're in the comments, I'd love to know how long this was rested in a barrel.
It's very urine colored.
Don't take offense to him, JB. Don't listen to Bucky.
JB, do you still want
They're all
Bucky
like
as
little
your advertising
butterfly
guy after
kisses.
he's talking the noise on your gin?
I'm not talking noise on it. It's gin in general.
Don't pour much.
Gin in general, not just JB's.
Yeah, keep going.
Not much. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Well, I heard
Yeah,
you don't pour much.
I know.
Just a
but-
splash. That's all I need. Okay, right there. Yep, we're good.
You can give me just.
JB, I don't hate you. I hate gin. It's not you, and it's not your gin. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's great compared to other things.
All right. Do you like? All right. You were a vodka guy at one point in time.
He was a
Bucky.
vodka
Yeah, but I was a
remember that.
vodka guy because
No.
it was easy to get drunk and it tastes like nothing.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
he also
But
like
did-
he also like Tito's.
It's okay. Did you ever drink limoncello?
Actually, no.
Ah.
So I bought
'Cause that's
that
what this
bang.
smells like.
That's supposed to be like the whole blue and yellow limoncello thing, and I
Yeah.
was wondering how it would taste with gin.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could put gin and bang.
Well, I mean, he brought up the vodka thing. I used to be an absolutely zero,
Oh,
the
yeah,
zero
that's
carb,
right.
zero
Zero,
sugar, all
yeah.
that shit.
All that
Monster
shit.
with my vodka.
Okay.
So my whole thought process there, and I've gone away from that, and I warn people don't do energy drinks and
Alcohol.
and
Yeah,
don't
alcohol,
do that.
You know, too much of it. Avoid a bunch of sugar, that type of thing.
That's
but
more subtle than the
It is.
London Dry.
It is.
I
on the
figured the
nose.
limoncello, because y'all talked about like lemon and citrus with your cocktail, so I
Yeah.
thought I saw that and I was like, interesting.
Limoncello is a good thing, and
Okay,
the
so-
funny thing about it, I found
so-
out too. JB and them actually make a limoncello and an orange cello that you can buy in the bottle
Yeah.
at Acre.
Yeah. The lemon bomb I was reading about it. That
Yeah.
looked fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good-looking drink.
We need to try that one.
Plant exactly.
So
Hey, can't wait to drink this urine-colored liquid.
You're gonna make it to where we get no more sponsors.
Lemon.
So,
it is lemon hand soap.
you know
all
what's
day long.
weird about this one is it almost tastes like, I'm trying to think of what it would be. Club soda. There's some club soda, like some bubbly, maybe tonic water. Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
Only thing
But it's
about-
good.
I don't
It's
know,
really good.
JB or Jake. I may find scotches that I enjoy more than this at this point.
All right,
We
Bucky.
know Arnbeck
Bucky,
is not one
when
of
you
them.
drink it, swish it around in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let it coat your whole mouth,
God damn it.
and then take a puff of your cigar.
What's wrong with you?
Now, what do you taste? Seriously, what do you taste?
I'm not gonna lie. I like the meander slightly better than the two
I do
minis.
too.
I do too.
I like the meander better.
So
It's-
if you're
it's
going
smoother.
off of that, the meander is slightly better, but
Yeah.
But what do you taste? I want to know what flavor
Citrus.
notes you get. Okay,
pine straw.
it's the
Okay.
juniper berries. That's
Yeah.
that's what
That's
it
where
is.
he's at.
That's what it is.
He said pine straw.
That's. I mean, it's literally like pine straw in my mouth.
Okay. All right. All right. So
I love this, by the way.
since we've tasted Acres Clear, the mini and the meander.
Two minis, London Dry.
As y'all
and
continue to
Meander,
feed me
London
these, they're gonna get better. I promise.
Well, just hang tight.
Dry. Yeah, just chill for a second.
I'm chill.
Chill with the homies.
All
There
right,
you go.
so we're gonna pull out another clear
Okay.
gin. This is made out of North Carolina. I got this while we were traveling during COVID. This is from a company called Oak and Grist.
Okay.
It's called their Dark Rhythm Gin.
Okay.
Now, it's 100% locally malted barley from Riverbend Malt House. The botanicals that they put in here: juniper, coriander, lemon verbena. That's the hand soap stuff that you're talking about.
Okay.
Chamomile, wild sumac, carrot,
Interesting.
orris root, and angelica root.
Interesting.
Wild sumac.
Wild sumac.
Really?
Yeah. Now,
Interesting.
this is. I don't know what JB uses for his base. Put some
Right.
water in your glass. 'Cause
I'm trying to get rid of the
Dana, who is it?
spammer in the comments. I don't see it. I don't see it. If we do,
Let me check Facebook.
oh, you need to rinse.
So, oh man, I can't believe I'm doing this.
It's going to get better. It's going to get
So
better.
what it reminds me of is and this is going to sound terrible, but whenever I would use a little bit of pine tar in
Yes.
baseball, and then I would go,
Yes.
I'd do like this,
Yep.
and I'd get it in my mouth.
I figured this would be right up your alley because of that whole thing.
Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of
I'm
this.
not gonna lie. I mean,
And now we're switching from London Dry Style.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
This is London Dry Style that's been in a barrel, so I don't think it can be called London Dry Style, but we'll let JB correct me if I'm
well,
wrong.
I don't know if it's necessarily. It's been exposed, so
Right.
we don't know
So,
how
yeah,
long the
yeah.
exposure.
And he
was
could have
on
been
it.
throwing chips in a
Yeah.
in a tub. I don't
He
know.
may have just
right.
ran it down a
Yeah, right.
a ditch,
A ditch.
a wooden ditch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
What is it?
what is the
Okay,
base
that's-
spirit of this one?
So this is 100% malted
I
barley.
see it.
Okay.
I saw it.
Do we need to do something?
No, I took care of it.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
John took care of
Okay.
it.
Will you go back to the streamy stream?
Yeah.
Here, put this up in front so people can see, because I'll tell you a funny story about this one while we talk about this one. So we were
Thanks for shouting him out.
we were vacationing in North Carolina mountains, and
Okay,
they
wait a
had
second.
they had a sign out by the road that said single malt Scotch
Interesting.
produced here in North Carolina.
Okay.
And so I said, all right, well, we got to
Well,
stop.
immediately-
Yeah, we
yeah.
got to
We gotta
stop.
stop.
So
It can't be called Scotch.
Of course, I start talking to the guy, and before I know it, I've left Steph and the dog out front, and I'm in the back looking at the grain. We're
doing all this.
we're down the rabbit hole. We're really chasing this thing, and so
like it.
I ended up with a lot of bottles from this guy that I came home with. This is the first one.
Okay.
But I want Bucky on the nose.
Okay, so on the nose,
what do
it's-
you get?
It's a lot closer to an American single malt whiskey.
Okay.
Okay.
There's
All right.
a little bit of sweetness there. There's a little bit of that breadiness.
Almost
get
a
like-
cereal.
Yeah.
Almost a cereal.
I get like Wrigley's,
So Wrigley's.
like Wrigley's chewing gum.
Like the spearmint.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
I get that.
I could see that.
Yes, Scotty. There's massive tasting regret.
All right. So
going through
tell
my
me
mind.
tell me what you taste.
You were great. Okay.
All right.
That
now
one-
It's still got juniper in it.
Yeah.
It's still there.
It's very subtle.
It's
though.
very subtle,
Very
though.
subtle.
What do you taste, Bucky? Come on.
To me, I get the
You got-
the coriander's there.
Yeah.
I get that one.
The what's it called? The angelica root has almost a vanilla flavor to it.
I get a
because he
little-
let me smell all these
I was
these
fixing to say,
aromatics.
that was one.
Yeah.
That was one I was unfamiliar with, but now that you
Yeah.
break it down, I get that. a
The
little
wild sumac almost smelled like you were smelling a piece of fresh cut celery
bit. Okay.
when you put it up to your nose.
Gotcha.
What do you taste though? Because you have you taste a lot of different bourbons. No. You taste a lot of different bourbons.
So
Think of it in that lens.
honestly, the only thing I can get right now, and I don't know if it's because of the other stuff or the cigar, but right off the bat, all I taste is like a really, 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 really young single malt whiskey.
Perfect. Wonderful. It's 100% malted barley. That's what I would expect you to taste.
Like it's almost disappointing
No.
because I don't get like that lemon. I don't get any of the carrot and the sumac and
But bear in mind, this is meant to be the base of a cocktail.
Right.
Yes.
So this is just the alcohol delivery method, if
Right.
you will.
Okay.
Right. All right. So now we're going to taste their barrel aged,
okay.
and if you notice, it's more like dehydrated urine.
Yes.
If you
There
know
you go.
if you're
You're
dehydrated
getting-
in the yard,
You're closer to that Texas heat, been sweating.
been sweating all day, right?
Color.
Right. Now, again, it's the same base as what you just tasted.
What is the proof on theirs? I don't know if you said it or not.
I didn't say on that one, but this one is 43% or
Okay.
86 proof. And I don't know what that bottle was. But this is only batch number 2.
90 proof.
They're much higher up on the
That one was 90 proof.
90 proof.
Yep.
And it didn't drink like 90
So
proof.
this is
No.
the same
This is that liquid. That,
everything, but
But it went into a 53-gallon Buffalo Trace barrel and a 25-gallon Oak and Grist single malt barrel.
Okay.
And then they mixed those
Okay.
two,
Just
or they
a touch,
blended
not
those two
much.
together. Yep, I know.
my tater perked
That's
up.
good. Yeah, when he said I knew that, when I heard Buffalo Trace, I'm like, yep.
I know.
Bucky's
My tater perk-
Bucky's,
perked up.
Bucky's tater just hit the table.
All right, so take a
Here we
whiff,
go.
Bucky. What do you smell?
I feel like we're doing this all for you.
I feel like it.
Well, And Roy, what do you smell?
No.
So this one leans less on that cereal sweetie and more very, very, very like when caramel first starts to become caramel.
Yep.
Like a browned sugar
Uh-huh.
almost.
Yeah. For me, it's
There's a
It's-
little bit of,
it's a young bourbon's what I smell.
and then there's a little bit of that juicy fruit.
That's where I was going with
Yeah.
it. That's exactly what I was thinking in my head was juicy fruit gum.
Oh, nice.
That's exactly where I was
Now
at
that
with
you've
it.
said it, I can get it. I was thinking more bananas, but I think you're right.
I think
about
it's
the-
more juicy fruit. Like to me, for it to be banana, it's got to be like
really, really bananas.
it's got to be like
Yeah.
prominent.
Hey,
Hey,
Kev joined in. Hey,
Kevin.
Kevin. Yeah, no, nothing about this is making me dent the table at all. So this,
That's smooth.
That's fantastic.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I get it. I almost get like orange peel off the end of it too.
Off the end of it.
Kind of like if you take your zester and kind of zest the orange.
Maybe even a lime peel.
Mm,
It's almost a little tart to me.
yeah, I can
Yeah.
see. I can see where you
on the
doing it.
on the finish, after I let it, after I breathe a little bit, I get that like orange peel,
Yeah.
citrusy like zest, more so
Yeah.
than like an orange.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm not saying somebody squeezed an orange in this thing, but
Right,
I am saying
right.
somebody took a zester and kind of did it up.
So what they say that the flavor you get should be like a raspberry cream
Okay.
or a spice cake.
I get more spice cake.
I would
Yeah,
lean
yeah,
spice
agreed.
cake, and still that very young, just single malt whiskey, like early single malt whiskey,
Yeah.
Okay.
but with a little bit of that spice,
Yeah.
a little bit of the.
All right. So we've made a foray into American at
Okay.
this point in time.
Yes.
Now, American gin, there are no rules.
So you can just do whatever.
You can
It's the Wild West.
basically. So over in London and other countries, they want the base to be something neutral. Here in the U.S., people like to use local things
Yeah.
to create their base spirit. Now we'll go to the indigo next because you were asking about that. That's that
Yes,
pretty
the
purple one, right? The
You and your fruity palate on the
the fruity stuff.
Yes, gin is in.
No, Kevin, no, don't
Gin
play
is
it.
so in.
Don't get sucked into their rabbit hole. Don't.
Hey,
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I'm sorry. We got to back
Oh,
up. I
we got
forgot.
another one.
No. This is their single malt. So let's do a whiskey show since we're
Hey.
we're having a whiskey
right,
night.
I got
All
you.
right.
All right. So again, this had the single malt barrel in it. So it's the same distillate, 100% local malted barley, 53-gallon used bourbon barrel is what it was aged in, from Four Roses,
Ooh.
and it was aged for
Can
3
I have
years.
Can I have a clean one? I want to give the whiskey the respect that it deserves.
Can we take bets on if Bucky's going to say gin is in by the end of the show?
I will not. Bet.
Would you like a clean with
Best
this
case
too, or
scenario,
you-
I
I'm
point
good.
at the hashtag. Best. Best
Best
Best case scenario, you
All right.
I
what?
point at the hashtag above me. And I put it over me for a reason.
Oh, okay. I'm curious. What was that reason?
Because I hate gin.
Well, you say you hate it. That's good.
All right. What do we got? So this is just a single malted barley.
Yep, out of North Carolina.
Okay. Single
What's the
malt
proof?
barley out of
Is
North
there a
Carolina.
Proof is 45%, so 90 proof.
Okay.
Age statement, 36 months in a Four Roses barrel.
Okay.
And it's batch number 1. So I'm sure by now they're on a much higher batch number.
Batch number 1.
But again, 100% malted barley, just like a Scotch. So a little bit different. Lord, don't people know we're on the radio? I'm getting messages left and right.
I am too. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
That's why I turn all my stuff down. Just kind of watch it. Okay,
See-
that's good on the nose.
It's got a good nose, and
It's
then
light.
on the palate, it's what I would expect from an American single malt.
Yeah.
Right.
And I always harken back to my bad experiences with Scotch,
Okay.
and it leans to that Scotchy-ish flavor, not the peatiness, but like a Scotchy
Well, there's no
single
peat on
malt.
this.
Right? No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's not the peatiness of the Scotch that I'm getting. It's just that plain American, or not American, but single malt,
malt, yep.
malted barley flavor. And now it tastes, for me, it tastes like a more refined version of what they're doing on their gin.
On their gin. Sure.
So, because I got that
But it's
youngish single malt
Yep.
type thing. On this, it's more refined.
And there's no botanicals
Right.
added to this. So there's none of that juniper. There's nothing else. Nothing else is in this.
So it's got that cereal, honey.
It reminds me of Andalusia to an extent.
Apple crisp.
Yeah.
No. I'm glad we're
Again, not my favorite.
I'm glad we're doing this episode. My sinuses are all kind of
Right?
opened up right now. I'm good.
So, and
All right. So
go ahead.
Have you finished yours?
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Take another pull, and then take a puff of the cigar, because this is where you're probably
probably
you're almost a halfway. You should be in the pepper spot of this cigar.
I'm about to cut and light. I talk too damn much.
Yep.
Yeah. I just got a lot of that pepper in that. Yeah.
Oh,
It's, man, this is a good cigar.
it's a really good one. You did a good job with
Yeah.
it.
Well, John, if you really want to take it up a notch, pour you a pour of that Lafroig.
Okay.
Especially the Carderas.
There you go.
And,
Lafroy, guess what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I just tried the
Talisker?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
good. I didn't see you get up.
yeah,
I apologize.
It's super good.
Yeah, and it's salty.
but yeah.
It's a salty one.
Hey, Eric's there. Gin is in the trash can. Can we hashtag
Oh,
that?
come on, Eric. Come on.
Come on, man.
You hadn't had. Oh,
Sorry,
y'all
guys.
hadn't had the right one yet.
Yeah,
Eric-
we're
Eric is
getting to the
in the
lemon
chat.
cloud at some point. That's Miss Gina's favorite. It's the
Oh,
lemon cloud.
excellent.
It's
Do
still.
you
on-
have a bottle of that?
I do. It's
Okay.
still on ice.
All right. Well, when I start making Bucky cocktails, we'll try the lemon cloud. How about that?
That's pretty good when you pair both of
See?
them together.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that
That is pretty good.
maybe is the trick for me to enjoy a little more of the Scotchy single malt,
Yeah.
is pairing it with a cigar, because it for me it almost balances it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's something about that malty,
No, you're
malty.
right.
Malty's not really a flavor, but there's like, I don't know. There's something about the single malts and the scotches that just hit weird on my palate, I guess.
Yeah.
But the smokiness, the honey, the pepper of the cigar almost like smooths it out on my palate or something.
No, you're right. And these are complementary flavors. So the reason I wanted to use this cigar tonight, because you called and offered to get us cigars.
Yes.
This cigar has just a hint of honey with that pepper in it, and so that goes perfect with anything that's kind of herbally, like this gin.
Yeah.
And so this Scotch, while I say Scotch, this single malt.
Yeah.
Sorry, let's use the right words. This single malt pairs perfectly with a cigar, a milder cigar. Maybe not a heavy one, but a
Yeah.
No, I
milder.
could see a mild, a good Connecticut.
Yeah.
So-
Something
Yeah.
along those lines.
We continue to
You're
say
laughing at now.
Hashtag Bucky says gin is yucky.
this is yucky. Don't clip that.
You would. Yeah, clip
Man,
that.
This is
this.
yucky.
Clip that.
So I know y'all are talking about gin but this Lafroig with this cigar.
Can't go wrong with a good Lafroy.
Yeah. Lafroig is my favorite, John.
Man, yes.
Yeah.
I guess here's a weird question, and you may or may not know the answer to it, either one of y'all. what is considered a botanical? Because I'm looking at this, and this says sumac, carrot,
Yep.
roots.
Any
so is there
any
anything
herb? Any herb is a botanical.
Okay.
Yes.
Any herb, doesn't matter what it is. Some people,
So
some
you could
people-
literally put just about anything in
Yeah.
this.
You could put
You could.
oregano in there and it'd be an herb.
Yeah.
Not that I would recommend it, but you could do it.
All right, so let's go back to the beautiful
the-
purple gin.
the girl's
right?
fave.
All right, so this is Canadian gin, all right? So this is
It's a process.
it's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably
Process.
more like vodka. Okay, is what they start
Okay.
with. So there you go. We're right back
Where-
in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
They do add the juniper berries.
Okay.
But the
Is that what gives it the color
No.
purple? Okay.
butterfly pea flower is what gives it the purple
So a
color.
butterfly peed in this bottle. Got it.
Peed in this bottle. That's right. That's right.
So we went
They-
from
they
human
had-
urine to butterfly urine.
They had to hover just so and,
Got it.
and get it in there.
Okay.
All right. So
How much you think that guy makes to collect?
Oh,
butterfly
could you
urine?
imagine the dude that's collecting butterfly urine?
Try this one.
yeah, you got something else in your glass.
Oh. God dang it. Y'all gonna make me drink this?
Yeah, we're gonna make you drink it.
It's got a beautiful color.
And it's going to look good in some
Oh.
cocktails in a minute.
Why did that taste like? I don't know what.
I don't know. I don't know what you put in your glass.
A little bit of all that.
Oh, well, that's no good.
So you get the juniper right off the cut.
Oh yeah.
Like it's prominent.
It's prominent. Yeah, on the nose.
See, off the nose, I get a heavy sweetness,
Oh, it just doesn't.
and I don't know why.
Throw this up there, Bucky.
That is
Yeah, why not? Throw it all.
And so this is, again, gin is the base for so many cocktails. Very
Why?
few actually, sip it neat. Though I would do that with some of the barrel aged with a nice cigar.
so that right off the first taste. I don't know why I'm getting
It's that
such a
420 gin.
such a sweetness.
Yeah, is that a botanical? Can we make 420
That's
gin?
weird.
I'm sure somebody's gonna do it at some point.
So this is 42.5%, so
Okay.
85 proof. This is softer than most of the London dry gins, and it's going to have more of a citrusy, earthy,
It smells like hand soap.
maybe even a kind of an umami flavor. So it kind of coats your mouth. It's a little more oily. When they mix the black tea, you'll like this, John. When they mix the butterfly pea
Right.
into it, right?
Blossom.
They use black tea as well.
Okay.
To help give it
Okay.
that dark color.
Okay, that makes sense
that's
then.
where we're at. With
Yep.
it.
Okay.
All right.
Smells like the
All
other
right.
crap.
Hang on.
Oh.
All right. When you drink it, take a puff of your cigar.
I don't feel like that's going to help this.
It will. I promise you, it will. I wouldn't steer you wrong.
I know.
Bucky.
And see, this is what bothers me is I have so much trust in Ryan because we can bond over whiskey.
That-
And I trust Ryan's palate and what he tells me. Suddenly, that trust has been knocked down like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notches.
What
We're not even halfway through the box.
what is the
That's a
name
problem.
of that one?
Empress?
Empress.
Okay, I would definitely, that would be my gin of choice
Gino agrees.
with
420 may be a
good
bottle.
charcuterie
botanical.
board.
It may be
Yes.
botanical.
Yes, John. And so the cocktail that I make for that the ladies really enjoy, there's a base cocktail that you make first. You pre-make it. It's mezcal. In my case, I use Sotol because I like the cactus more than the other. But anyway, I use
Don't you do
Sotol,
it. I know where you're going. with this. Don't you do
pomegranate
it.
juice, and lime juice. And so you make that base, then you pour it over a thing of an ounce,
Okay,
ounce to
yeah.
2 ounce pour of
Yeah.
Empress.
I had a really bad night on some mezcal one night.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
I got
It
some
sneaks
Sotol-
up on
I got
you.
some Sotol in the barrel if you want to try. it.
No, we don't do tequila. I am as big on not drinking tequila as he is on gin.
I mean, real quick, just a side note. That Desert Door Sotol is...
Yeah,
that,
it
they
hits
do
fantastic.
Have
It
you
hits
had it?
different.
Oh yeah. That's
It's
what I
good.
use. That's the base that I
Oh,
use.
the
for
Desert Door.
for all the drink me's.
If you if you ever see my TikTok videos and the ones I post on our Facebook, my little bar mat is a Desert Door Sotol bar mat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
fantastic.
they're making good stuff.
They're making good
And
stuff.
we've got one of the barrel aged ones as well,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
Garrison Brothers barrel.
Yep.
Those are fantastic.
It's really good too.
Those are fantastic. All right. So what do you think? What do you
terrible.
think? It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
But Dana loves the drink,
But
and
do you-
Steph does
Yeah.
too.
But do you enjoy it more
cocktail.
than do
No.
you enjoy it more than the other ones?
No.
No.
God no.
No.
So far, if I had to pick a favorite, it's gonna be the the D&G barrel aged.
The oak and grist.
Okay, O&G.
O&G.
Oak and grist.
Okay, but you said that you actually kind of like it.
Because it tasted like a single malt whiskey.
Okay.
But it's a gin.
Like a
Agreed.
very young white dog version
Okay.
of
It doesn't matter
No.
if it
Single
tastes
malt
like
whiskey.
it. It's still a gin.
I'm doing this for y'all.
I'm gonna
I
get
like
him to
it.
point at that.
I feel like literally this is like you remember the scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin where he's being waxed. I feel like that's what we're going through right now with Bucky.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jake.
And I feel like
and
any
hopefully we
minute
can-
there's going to be an Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, were y'all talking about Desert Door?
We
Yeah.
were talking
Yeah.
Oh,
about
they
that.
make great stuff.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, maybe we can have a little small get together while Jake is in town because he's coming for Southeast Texas
Oh,
Whiskey Fest
wonderful.
from
Yeah.
Alabama.
Great.
So his wife definitely needs to try the Drink Me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she would get.
We'll have some made
Have
up,
fun.
Jake. Don't worry about that. Y'all just come on and we'll have a good time.
Pre-game.
Hopefully, you'll be
Yeah.
able to come to Southeast Texas Whiskey Fest this year.
I think he.
I will be
Yeah,
here.
he'll be here.
I will be here.
He
I
said
will be
he's
here.
busting down the door.
The odd years are where I struggled. But
Yeah. Even years were good. Even years were good. So where are we at? Oh, can you do me a favor?
No,
Can you
no, I
pull the Lemon Cloud
Yes.
and 2 cans of
that's
the
pretty.
San Pellegrino?
Yes.
Thank you. Is that a Bombay?
This is no. This is.
Okay.
So I didn't bring any London Dry with me.
Okay.
Because, again, I wanted to appeal to Bucky, and I was
Okay.
hoping it would, the American gin might do
it
that.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
Well,
Nothing comes to Bucky.
it all has juniper berries in it. I hate to say it that
Bucky
way, but
one time was like, "You're never gonna get me away
Yeah.
from vodka," and then lo and behold,
Yeah.
whiskey. Now it's, "You're never gonna get me away from whiskey." Lo and behold, maybe gin. Don't know.
Yeah.
It won't be.
all right.
Won't be
So
gin.
this is Blue Coat gin. Now this is
Okay.
fantastic
Blue
for
Coat.
cocktails.
I like it.
So this is an American dry gin.
Uh-huh.
It's produced by Philadelphia
I thought you
Distilling.
was fixing to say Fidel Castro.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, I do dabble.
I feel like Fidel. What?
In show.
So 47% proof, 47%, 94 proof. This is a copper pot still. So these people source their copper still from the same people that make Scotch.
Okay.
So they wanted to have
What
that.
is it? Is it Vendome?
Well,
Vendome.
it's
Fort
that,
Worth is in America.
It's,
Yes,
it's,
yes,
that,
it
it's
is.
the big bowl with the
Yeah.
little,
Right.
and then the arm. So that's
That's the idea behind it.
That's the idea behind it. But they use a neutral grain spirit. Everything I read up on it, it sounded like they were making potato vodka, and then they blend it with natural botanicals. But again, less juniper,
Okay.
much less
Really?
juniper.
Okay.
Very soft
Okay.
on the flavors here. Lots of citrus.
What do you want?
Give me a glass.
Which one? Because I'm about to try this.
We'll put it in another one.
You take this one.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll take this one.
Give me this one.
So, what are you doing?
I'm gonna
Step-
appeal.
so-
I'm gonna appeal to Bucky's
We're-
Yeah,
palate,
he's
I
gonna
think.
he's gonna help Bucky.
No, so y'all are putting me through this. Steph, you're next. So our next get together,
Oh God.
Yeah.
Steph and Dana have to go through a whiskey tasting.
Okay.
Steph will do it.
So I'm
'Cause
very.
that was her comment. I guess this would be like me tasting whiskeys. Okay, Bucky, I get it. So,
throw this up there.
yep. It's so pretty. I like the
Yeah.
I'm
It's
very
pretty,
curious
isn't it?
because
I do like
full disclosure is where I like to say I've never mixed my gin with anything.
Oh, really?
So
No.
you
We'll
drink
do some
gin
cocktails in a
you
little
gin-
bit.
Yeah.
You drink gin. That's hard to say.
Yes.
You drink gin straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's easy for me because I like gin.
You like gin?
Yeah.
Right.
You
Okay.
nasty.
I like this one on the nose.
Yeah.
you
yeah.
nasty.
This
You
is
nasty.
very citrusy. John,
Yes,
if you want to pour this one, this one's different.
Yes, very,
Okay.
very citrus forward.
So when
Yeah.
you say less juniper, what is that? What
All right,
exactly
so-
do
so-
you mean
so
by
ju-
less juniper?
Juniper's a berry, and it comes off.
So it's not a botanical.
It comes off
Why
of
does that
a
count?
fir tree,
Okay.
yes, because
and so that's where the pine flavor comes from in
blue
these.
bottle on the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even it makes my water taste gross.
But again, go back to your cigar. Enjoy the full experience.
I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying. This is terrible.
I love the bottle.
I mean, it's citrus. the whole way around.
Again,
That's citrus and allspice.
Again,
It's a little.
Yeah, maybe some baking spice.
Yeah, it's
I
got a
agree
little.
with you.
It's got a little bit
I mean,
of.
every one of these so far, except the single malt ones over there, have been lemon kitchen hand soap. Like, it's my favorite hand soap in the kitchen because it's
And
just lemony and
lemony.
it's beautiful.
This is called
great
Blue
for a
Coat.
kitchen.
Blue Coat.
Blue
yeah.
Coat.
Yeah.
So
And
again,
it's $25, $30 a bottle. You can get that. I got that at Longhorn.
I am getting a lot of the baking spice.
Yeah, I
yeah.
get it too.
Take a puff of your cigar, Bucky.
It's not even. God dang it.
Not even close, huh? No. Okay. Okay. All right.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It tastes like pine tar. I'm bringing you pine tar, and I'm gonna let you lick it, and you tell me the difference. I'm gonna put up a photo.
First off, sir, I was a baseball player growing up,
Right.
So I know
You
what pine
get
tar
it.
tastes like.
I'm gonna put up a.
Roy knows.
I'm gonna put up a picture of a wooden bat with pine tar on it and a picture of a gin bottle, and I'm gonna say spot the difference, and nobody's gonna be able to tell me the difference.
I made the mistake of one time of screaming into my hands after making a triple.
Uh-huh,
That's all
and
I
you licked
tasted
it.
was
Yeah,
pine tar.
you got
I had
it.
all over my
Yeah.
damn gloves.
That rosin bag.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
It was out there. So I'm curious. You've had that. Now I want you to go to your little cocktail that I
Yep.
made you.
Yep. Yep.
I want
Where'd
you
it
to go
go?
to your cocktail.
There you go.
Right here in my fancy schmancy Acre Distilling glass
Nice.
that even has JB's name on
Yes,
it.
it does.
I had to do a quick shout out. We had to get back to it a little bit.
Okay.
See, it smells like hand soap.
Here, make me whatever you made them.
Look, you can probably have the rest of his. Just hang on. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Okay, never mind.
Oh my
Never
God.
mind.
No.
So this is what you refer to as a cocktail.
Oh my God, no. Oh,
Oh.
that is
Bucky.
like so.
Thank
Everybody,
you for letting me come be a part of this.
you know
episode.
how much I hate hard seltzers.
Uh-huh.
Delicious.
That is like combining the two worst things you could ever combine: a hard seltzer and gin. It tastes like throw up in a glass,
That does not. First of all, it
Oh.
does
mixed with a
Oh.
little bit of hand soap.
Oh man, no.
Oh my God!
All right.
Yes,
All right. So-
Scotty, I do taste my soap every now and then.
All right, Renshaw's glass is out. We're going to taste something a little different. Come on, Bucky. Come on.
I'm struggling. Can I have a little bit of your?
You can have a little bit of the water. Yeah.
It's hard to pour it out of that big cup. JB, it's not you. I swear it's not. I love you, JB. I do.
All right. So we're going back to that London dry style.
Okay.
So lots of juniper.
Okay.
But
Y'all.
this is
That's the one with the rose in it you was talking
This
about.
has got jasmine and rose mixed in with
Okay.
it. This is very floral. So when you start making cocktails that you want a softer...
Hey!
Can
Let's-
you?
Jay!
Can you put-
take
Yeah,
that back?
Can you-
yeah. That's what I said at the beginning. Bucky hates JB in the Acre. Are you sure this is the
Yeah.
guy you
I
want?
don't hate JB in the Acre. Y'all quit it. Y'all stop. No, some northern hands in your samples. Yes, please. I want to know what the northern. It's probably really
throw that
bland.
up there.
It's the northern hand soap is probably really bland because northerners don't put
anything in it,
seasoning
yeah.
their
It's
food.
got a really good nose, though.
Yeah.
It's got a really good nose.
In my life as a Boilermaker, I've been to a lot of northern states, and I guarantee you that they do not put seasoning in their food.
I agree.
I like that.
All right,
one,
what do you
nose.
smell, Bucky?
Produced from 100% grain neutral spirits.
Yep, it's vodka.
Off the nose, what do you get? If you say hand soap, I'm gonna throat punch you.
What do you get, Roy?
A bouquet of flowers.
Okay.
Okay.
The jasmine's prominent on the nose.
There you
Agreed.
To me, it's like it.
So when I buy my wife flowers, and I don't really like the smell of flowers, but whenever you put a bouquet of flowers in a vase and you smell it because that's what you do with flowers.
Right.
That's what this is a bouquet of
Okay,
flowers
all right.
mixed with bubble gum.
I was fixing on
Hey, look at that.
the I was fixing on the
Yeah.
palate. I get a little bit of the double bubble type stuff
Yeah.
on the
Hold on,
palate.
let me taste
Big
it.
League Chew.
Yeah, a little bit of that too.
Yeah.
You were on the struggle bus. Sir.
I am struggling. Yep. Nope. So, okay, and this is really weird because it immediately took me back.
Okay.
You remember whenever you were a kid and you went to the dentist office and they put the gas mask on you and they told you it was bubblegum flavored?
Yeah.
Except it smelled like a dentist office with bubblegum?
Right.
That's what that is.
Okay. All right. I could see that.
Okay.
I could see that. I give you that. And it's got a slight sweetness
I don't
on this
see-
one.
Then that's
On
where
this
it
one.
is. A
I don't
slight
see how
sweetness.
you're this far off on all this.
I am nowhere off.
No, like I mean, as far as like, you're just. I don't get it.
He's like that. He's like that brother of the rat in Ratatouille, where he tries to give him what's on the palate, and he's like, "I'm tasting something nutty, and I'm tasting something cheesy," and that's what you are right now. Just give it a second. Let it.
That's it. That was its second.
Let it blend into
It
your
got a
soul.
second. It got a second, and I'm out.
Okay.
Gin is in.
Scotty Toter is too famous to watch our show. He's a big time creator.
Who's a toter?
That one dude, Ryan.
Oh.
We've got our own Ryan.
Yeah. I take offense to
Oh,
that.
I get it now. It's an acronym. Okay, I get
All right,
it.
all right, all right.
No,
so
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to share this one with y'all. This
Oh,
is
that's a cool looking bottle.
Yeah. So this is Barrickston gin.
Okay.
This is botanical.
Okay.
So,
I've been wanting to try this.
So
Good, good.
You're really gonna get.
This is a fresh crack.
Yeah.
well,
No, no, it's not.
I
Never
opened
mind.
it the other
You
day
just
because
have the- okay.
yeah. Maybe
I saw the
can,
plastic.
maybe I can get a little pop. Let's see.
Hey.
Not
Yeah,
terrible.
Not terrible.
So I actually read a review about Barrington Gin, and they're doing great stuff over there.
They are. So I was sitting at a pub in Norway. They served this.
Yes.
And every time I drink it, now this is made in Norway.
Right.
Every time I drink this, it takes me back to sitting on a bay.
In Norway.
Slight rain coming down. Me and the wife were sharing a
Sitting
moment.
at the dock
like
on a bay.
You were thinking something totally
Yeah,
different
yeah,
than I
yeah,
was.
well, you know.
Well, that's weird.
Sitting on the bay in Norway.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Ah.
But so this is a little different. This is potato vodka, 100% potato.
Okay.
So this should
this
take
is
you
vodka
back. This
or
is
gin?
vodka. This was gin, but the base is
The base
vodka.
is a vodka
The
base.
base is vodka. Now this is very different than anything we've tasted thus far.
Okay, great.
Very different.
Can't wait.
He's like, okay, great.
I'm going to read some of these comments real quick because
Sure,
they're going
go,
crazy.
go, yeah.
This is a train wreck that keeps backing up and running over Bucky Bender. Am I hearing this right? Has Bucky been
Absolutely.
tasting something rather? Yeah, this is worse than Oklahoma's football season for
Hey.
Bucky last
We don't
year.
have to read that one again.
We've already read that one.
49-0.
Okay, so that started my gin obsession. So
The Barrickston did.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely started ours. Me and Steph's.
My palate. I'm not even gonna be able to drink whiskey after this episode.
Oh, we might throw something in there for you. But I want
It's good on the nose.
What do you
Good-
smell?
Good and subtle.
Bucky, what do you smell?
I don't know yet. Okay.
I don't get the potato though.
No.
To me, I get almost the.
See, I can't.
It's the juniper, but it's like super subtle,
Yeah,
like just enough just to let you know it's there.
it's there.
so
Yeah,
you've been to Norway.
I have.
Okay, so I heard a story. It might be a rumor, but Norwegians are very particular about their gin.
They are absolutely yes. And they only want to drink what's made in country.
Okay.
They don't want to drink the other stuff.
Y'all are making me feel. JB, I apologize. Like I feel like I truly need to apologize to JB. I don't know if you're really offended by everything I'm saying or not. I don't want you to know it's nothing against you. It's nothing against Jen. It's nothing against Acre. It's
JB,
me. It's all.
Check
It's not
this out.
you. It's not you. It's me.
all
This
right.
is how breakups
So
start.
when JB, when they come to Acre, to Hell's Half Acre,
October 21st, by the way.
my
21st.
birthday.
October
It's on my birthday.
Yep.
Oh,
Happy
wow.
birthday to you.
All right, so I'm definitely going now.
Okay.
Okay, great.
We will drink gin and we will enjoy it thoroughly.
Absolutely.
I think I made JB mad. He said, "Don't bother."
JB Bucky just doesn't know.
Ooh.
He's trying. He's trying to get there.
That is probably the smoothest gin I've
Thank
tasted
you,
so
Clint.
Yeah.
Clint,
good.
save me.
What do you?
He says, "Someone give Bucky some whiskey for the love of all that is holy."
far. So I know
Nope.
that this is off-putting,
Not
but
gonna
I
do it.
really think that he needs to try the not the Lafroig,
The Talisker.
The Talisker. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm gonna get through this episode.
I know you are. I'm gonna make you some cocktails in a minute, and you're gonna be happy.
Hit it, JB! God dang it! I'm gonna cry.
JB, I haven't met you yet, and I love you already, man.
Fuck.
All right, look. Drink that.
Are we really going on my birthday?
And I really want to know what you think because
Which one is this?
This is the Barrickston. This is the black bottle.
Truth is truth.
I love JB. No,
Still
That
no.
one tastes the most like lemon hand soap of all of them.
Really?
Okay. All right. Take your puff of your cigar. You'll forget about it.
God dang it, y'all.
You need to get on down on that cigar because we got another one to smoke here in a minute.
Blow you some smoke in your glass.
Yeah, it actually makes a difference on the flavor of
And
this
then
one.
you can really
Yes.
do something cool when you do this.
Yes, battered alcohol syndrome. I don't know if that's a real thing or not. We've all heard the term alcohol abuse, and I don't make light of it, and I don't joke about it, but this is alcohol abuse.
Oh,
This-
come on now.
So my original title for this show was A Gentleman's Genocide, and I truly believe that...
All right. I have my last gin in this bottle.
Oh, we've made it to the end?
We've made it to the end.
Well, we still got the cocktails.
We still have...
And we still got.
We have some Acre stuff that we got to
have
do.
we got
some,
the peach cloud.
Yeah, we have some other stuff we're going to get to from Acre.
Okay, wait, now wait a minute.
And-
Copper and Kings, I've heard of.
Okay, why have you heard of it? Come on.
They
Yes,
make
yes.
whiskey.
They do. What else have you heard about them? Come on.
I don't...
What do they make normally? Do you know what their base spirit is? Okay, they're first and foremost they got their start by being an apple brandy,
Yeah.
and they make apple brandy.
Where'd you get your hands on Copper and Kings?
I went to the distillery in
Oh.
2021.
Oh.
They were doing their gin release.
Yeah.
It just happened to be the same week, and so I bought a bottle of the History of Lovers gin distilled from apples.
So just so you know, this has like a 8.5 out of 10 review.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
you
it's-
you can't get this anymore.
Yeah.
yeah. This stuff's hard to find, and so 45% ABV, 90 proof, and let's see here. Let me see if I can read this real quick. So it's a love letter romantic, fresh cut, richly fragrant roses, ever so soft and subtle, round red fruit sweetness, smooth and balanced.
Interesting.
Now,
Scotty, yes, 1,000%. If you were to stick the whole Whiskey Guy Tries series in a padded room and force him to drink all of these things in one sitting, that's where I'm at. That's really where I'm at.
Me and Roy are having a blast.
I'm
watching
glad.
you.
No, I really am. I'm so happy that y'all are enjoying this. I really am.
I feel like the McDonald's commercial.
And I
right now.
wasn't kidding. Whenever because I reposted my little trailer on my personal Facebook and Instagram, and I meant it. I was excited for this episode.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we're trying new things, and I know y'all enjoy some of these new things that we're
Right,
doing.
right.
Yeah.
And Ryan, I know you do too.
I haven't had a thing yet that I haven't enjoyed.
This is
this is
rough.
outside your wheelhouse.
And
Yeah.
he also said, keep giving him, or Clint said, if you keep giving him shots, he's not going to remember anything tomorrow. The sad part is, I feel way less drunk with all these things on the table than I do on a normal episode of The Functional Gentleman with whiskey.
Did you read Jake's comment? This is like Hot Ones, but worse.
Yes! I'm so fucked.
Yes, JB. Butchertown Brandy from Copper and Kings.
Yes.
I've had that one. It is exquisite.
All right, so just so you're aware, directly across the street from Copper and Kings
Right?
is a pig slaughterhouse.
Yes.
Literally across the street. Me and Steph got out of the vehicle, and she said, Oh my God, the smell
Yeah.
is terrible. Terrible. And you could hear the pigs squealing and doing their thing. And it was
So they sound a lot like me tonight.
yeah. So this was a whole experience.
Oh, I gotta.
Just JB, real quick, I invite you to review my brisket. I really, really do. If I get put through this and I've said the same things I've said tonight about your gin and everyone else's, they're all on the same level for me. I will gladly invite you to review. Did that just happen?
I don't know what that was, but you know.
I'll gladly invite you to review my brisket, just because. And
Where did y'all talk
and
about
you can do
brisket
it
at? I
live.
didn't even see
He
that.
said
He
it.
wants to in the chat.
He said it in the chat.
Which one are we doing?
Just pick one at this point. I don't care.
Well, it matters.
It doesn't.
It does.
They're all
It
the
does.
same.
They're not. So, like I told you,
Why is it pink?
American gin has no rules. American gin has no rules. So you can start with any.
So am I crazy by thinking this, or does this have kind of like a rosé cast kind of thing?
Put it on
going
your side.
That's what I was thinking when I saw it.
Yeah.
I thought about the way it smells.
So that they
yeah.
add rose and hibiscus flowers.
This is the one you were talking about. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the history of lovers.
JB, at this point, I feel like you would be brutal about it on purpose. Like, I'm just being honest with y'all. We've said it from the beginning. We're going to be honest. And if I don't like something, I'm going to tell you I don't like it.
Wow.
This is yucky.
That's the only word that comes to my mouth.
No. This is apple brandy.
He's like, "La, la, la, la." Can you do it? Wait a minute.
Come on.
Can you do it?
Can you do it?
Can you
Sit
do
right
it?
now. Come on.
Just
Come
give me
on.
one of these. Just go. La!
That is bad. That's so bad.
It's not. It's apple brandy.
I like it. It's actually pretty good.
He has. The minions have taken over the show, and Bucky is no longer in control.
Nope.
Was Bucky ever in control?
No.
No.
Never.
I'm pressing the buttons.
Oh, God dang it.
Poor Bucky.
Cheers, y'all.
You got this, bud.
Come on, man. You got it.
That's good. That's got a different finish to
It
me
does.
too.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: there's a reason that is discontinued.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
They couldn't produce enough of
Yeah.
that.
I couldn't produce enough.
They
There's
couldn't
no
produce
way.
enough of that. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. And I really wish I would have bought
Bucky-
a bottle of the apple brandy.
Bucky
Yeah.
is going to
Bring
have
home.
the worst case of heartburn you've ever seen after this
After
episode.
this episode.
I see it already. Like it's manifesting right
I
now.
just love his face.
Like it's manifesting right now in his soul.
You don't even taste apples, Bucky? Come on. No.
I got a strong apple taste.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I do too. The red delicious apple is
Yes.
what I get.
That's
It
good
is
one.
a... It's a mix of vomit and champagne.
That's your job. You're the wife.
What'd you say?
She said, "I'm just saying, y'all might have to help him get in the house tonight."
No, I really don't even feel that intoxicated. I just...
No.
It's okay, and I mean this in the best way possible because I see why y'all like that, but for me on my palate, that is a mix of vomit.
That's all I'm saying to that. And look, I'm not going to sit here and say to you that, like Jake said, I think Jake said it, that everybody has a different palate.
They do. And we talk about it all the time.
yeah.
Everybody's palate is different.
Function your way.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
Taste
right.
is very
That's right.
subjective to begin with.
I want you at this point, Ryan.
Yep.
I need you to make the best possible cocktail you can make.
Do you want it sweet or savory?
I want whatever you posted on our little group
Okay,
message
all right,
today.
okay.
Because I like the word. I like the fact that it was Cajun.
I need some ice. That's all I need.
Okay. I can get it.
And Bucky, look, I brought for you.
You
I
said
brought
Cajun, so
No.
I'm in.
For you, for you, I brought some princess glasses.
Some what?
Some princess glasses.
Princess glass.
Dude, this shit's bougie.
I'm not. Ooh, them's fancy.
Them is fancy glasses.
Y'all look at my pretty glass. It's hard to see. Hold on. There we go. Pretty glass. Just for me.
That's funny.
Y'all, that's bad.
It's not bad.
Oh, God. Here you go. I don't know where you want it. But
Oh, just sit it right there. We'll be all right. I just need.
Nope.
You can't do it, huh? All right, so we're gonna make a Negroni.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna make. It's a simple glass. It's a simple
I've heard of
cocktail.
those.
Everybody knows what a Negroni is. I hope.
Yes.
It's gin, Campari, and vermouth. For the crawfish, I'm sorry. For the Cajun style, I add bitters to it. So I add crawfish boil bitters from El Guapo
Ooh.
out of New Orleans.
El
They're fantastic.
Do you know what El Guapo
He's
means?
speaking to my soul.
Do you know what El Guapo
Come on,
means?
No, please tell me.
The handsome.
Okay, I'll get
The
them.
handsome.
Yes.
Another
What are you
spammer.
getting?
Another spammer.
What's with all this?
I don't. That's when you know you made it.
Yeah.
So just real quick, to my wife's comment that I saw about she was talking about the night I came over and it was
Yes.
just me and you for
Me-
a while.
Oh yeah, we had
That
a
was
good
a-
time.
that was a good
hand
time.
Hand me the blue coat.
Hand him the
So,
blue coat.
okay, quick story.
She said-
Negronis are actually one of my grandfather's favorite drinks.
Do you want me to make you one as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
No, I have plenty of princess glasses.
I'm so glad.
My wife said, you know, if Bucky's going to drink a cocktail, we have
That's
to
gotta be
serve
a
it
pretty-
in a
right,
pretty glass.
Right.
But yeah, she was referring to that night, and I'll admit we got
We went
fairly intoxicated.
We went through a lot.
We did.
We went through a lot.
We went through like lineups.
lineups plus. I mean, we drank all.
Jake, by the way, thank you so much for calling. Thank y'all so much, all of y'all, for calling those out, Jake and Dana, because I'm looking at the Streamlabs feed. I'm not looking at the Facebook feed, so I can't see. Spammers do not come through on our Streamlabs feed. So, appreciate that. I take them out. I report their comment and I block them as quickly as possible. So, thank you so much.
But
And I am awesome.
Applause to you.
Apparently.
And that is true. That means that your viewing content is getting bigger.
yeah,
Yep.
So spammers are actually seeing it.
Trying.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dana.
So,
said, fairly question.
Congratulations to the functional gentleman.
Yes, we
I
were,
like your face. You look like the Godfather right there.
Okay.
Okay.
His name is Roy, and here's the Godfather.
One of these days.
JB said Roy is awesome.
Yeah, we know what
I'm gonna
JB
come
said.
to you with a favor, and you're not gonna deny me this favor.
That's actually
Hey,
really good.
that's
Really good.
I am super
That's good.
impressed.
I am. I'm very impressed, sir.
I like
Godfather's like my all-time favorite
I like
movie.
Marlon Brando. You know my wife's never seen it.
Really?
I have all three of them in a box set.
So I don't like number 3.
yeah, I don't really care
Yeah.
for number 3.
No,
neither.
1 and 2 are
where
great.
It's at.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of exaggerating?
The lemon cloud is fantastic, by the way. I love this.
Do you have the lemon?
What's the
cloud?
opposite of
it's right
exaggerating?
Oh, fantastic.
Lemon cloud, and what I do, and I got this recipe
know,
from
being
Gina
meek.
and JB. You take this San Pellegrino.
I don't know.
Based off of my wife's comment
and
of
you add
fairly.
it to the lemon cloud.
Bucky
Lemon cloud?
It's kinda
dismissed
like
him
that
again.
lemon balm thing that you're reading, kind
Yeah.
of, sort of. That the bitters or the vermouth.
Jake said he's worried about his liver
It's
when
the
we get in the
bitters.
same room. You see what's on the table.
This
Sir.
this is a mild
This is,
bite.
yeah.
Here, Roy. Bucky.
You should see what's in front of the camera
Thank you, good
or behind the
Princess,
camera.
take that glass.
and pass that to John.
Okay.
Princess.
I'm
Ooh, that is beautiful.
Thank
that
you.
glass.
Isn't that pretty?
I'm so dainty.
It's a bitter
right now.
cocktail.
Yeah. Oh, I'll come get it.
That's the way too long breaking news button.
Yep. It's all good.
Jake, be worried. Be very worried.
Bucky dismisses me again.
Yeah,
No,
Jake, quit hitting the button.
And look, if it's not sweet enough, I have something we can sweeten it up for you. If
I
you-
didn't. I don't want it. Oh, the word Cajun is in it. If it's
Right.
not spicy, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the lemon. I'm not gonna
You,
lie.
sir, make a damn good cocktail.
Thank you.
That is delicious.
I have a book of cocktails
Okay.
that my
There he
wife
does.
approves of. So
Yeah. Shout out to my grandfather.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, I love this too, by the way. Gina and JB talk about how they love it. It's so simple. Like, you literally take this San Pellegrino
yep.
and the lemon cloud.
Oh, yeah, Jake. We started drinking when we were like 2.
Roughly.
Yeah,
Like, that's-
it's early over here
It's
in
early
Texas.
in
This.
It's early. All right, so what am I mixing here? I'm mixing this
in this.
and that. Okay.
What is this? What does this drink pertain so that everybody knows?
That's a Cajun Negroni.
That's
Right.
a Cajun Negroni.
What's in it?
So it's a typical one is an ounce of your glasses don't hold that, but an ounce of gin. So in my case, I use Blue Coat. I like to use Campari
Had to shoot
and a dry vermouth, and then I add crawfish bull bitters.
Had to shoot.
I feel like
Crawfish bowl
I
bears.
couldn't go to I couldn't hang out with Ryan on one of your socials because he would make me make bad decisions.
Fairly intoxicated.
Yes,
Fair.
absolutely.
You like it?
It's good. You like it? Say you
I
like
like
it.
that.
And
That's
it's so
good.
simple.
It's not bad.
good.
So simple.
It's not the most horrible thing you've ever had in your mouth.
Can we turn
No
off the lights real
comment.
fast?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come.
One of these days, I'm gonna get everybody to play.
But look, I have some.
You have a request to bring some lemon cloud home.
There you go.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm sure we can handle that.
Yeah, I'm sure we can make that happen. We
Yeah,
can make it
for
happen for sure.
Dana said I make bad decisions every time.
Dana does not make bad decisions every time.
Come on, Dana. You and Mara don't make bad decisions.
Yeah.
Seven out.
you should see some of their text
Yeah.
messages.
Seven out of
I'm
10.
pretty sure I would be.
maybe. All the time, no. 7 out of 10, maybe.
I'm
I'm gonna
pretty
tell you
sure my
this.
wife would divorce me from.
I'm gonna tell you
Mara
this.
At this point.
This cocktail, and I don't drink a lot of cocktails. Like I said, I'm not a cocktail gin drinker, but I would let Ryan McGee make me cocktails.
Yeah. See?
10 out of
That's why I
10
get divorced.
would drink again.
Thank you.
I'll be the third wheel. Quit it.
You're the one that started it. What are you talking about? You're
Well,
telling me to quit it?
And look, when y'all finish those, I'll make you another one. Because
Okay.
there's a fantastic. I've got another good gin.
Jake,
cocktail.
He is totally
Yes.
opening my
That-
mind to cocktails and gin.
The
Cocktails and gin it's
Yeah.
a good thing. It's simple. It's easy. You can
Yeah.
enjoy them whenever, wherever. I mean,
and this
it
is
has to
something
be-
like I think
Hashtag
my
poops
wife
and
would
pour.
enjoy this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah,
she would, yeah. I feel like Bobby
Yeah.
would enjoy that one as well.
Yeah. And
By the way, just for
Jake, it's
disclosure,
terrible.
Bobby is a girl.
do you not like it?
We figured as much.
Dump it
Nah,
out.
I just
So
want-
open the door
No,
and
I'm
dump
gonna
it out.
drink it.
No, open the door and
No.
dump it out. Let me
Let me
make you
drink it.
something
If-
else.
Wait a minute.
I'll drink it.
Can I try it?
Yeah. Give it to Buck. Give it to Roy.
Give it to
Oh,
me.
you didn't get
No,
one.
I'm
Oh.
over here drinking my lemon cloud and lemonade.
Please have this, sir.
I'll make you something else. Hang
Okay,
on.
great.
But I call
Yeah.
I call it the double lemon.
So are you a Batman villain fan?
I mean,
No. Come on.
not really. I'm a Marvel fan. More
You're a
so than
Marvel fan?
DC fan.
Okay. So I've got
Are
one.
you about to make the Joker?
No, I've got one called the Demon Head, which is
Is
the
it-
No.
Now hear me out on this.
Yep.
Is it my imagination with this, or does this taste very similar to Cinnamon
vomit?
Girl from
Oh.
last week?
It does.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
does.
making sure it was.
Yeah.
I like it.
You're
Yeah.
lying.
No, I'm serious. It's actually really good. It's
Did
got
you
that-
even try
It's
it?
got that red
Yes,
hot.
I tried like 3
but it's
sips
but
of
it's
it.
also got like the bitters with it to kind of tone down the cinnamony that you get from it.
Did you see that last comment?
Yes.
What's the last comment?
Wow.
I missed it.
Bucky hates everything that isn't his idea.
I do not, and Roy will attest to that. I do not hate everything that is not my idea.
That's true. You do not hate everything. It's not your idea.
I still love you, Bucky. Even though
That hurt my feelings.
I am signed with JP on
That
this
hurt
one.
my.
Toilet Sips by Bucky Pender. That's the name of your
Crickets.
book. That's the name of your book. Toilet Sips. I like
Toilet
it.
sips.
Toilets. That's going to be my
Toilet
next
sips.
TikTok series.
Yeah.
I'm going to find all the shit drinks, and I'm going to try them on the shitter.
And you know what he's going to do? He's going to like fully load that thing with nothing but gin
This is
products.
good, by the way.
Good.
My whole bathroom is going to be gin.
He's like, why buy hand soap? You can just use this.
Use
I got this.
So I kid you not, there is a local restaurant in Salisbury, and I can't make this
Whiskey
up.
Fest wasn't his idea. Ha!
Hey, Mike! Mike is in the
Sneaks in
comments.
there.
Where did
You
he come
You
from?
gotta love that he
I
sneaks
love it.
in there.
I love it.
I love whiskey.
So
Fest.
you
He
know-
does not hate everything.
I love
He just
Whiskey
talks
Fest.
smack on it, according
I
to
love
Eric.
Longhorn liquor.
Do y'all remember
I love Mike.
when COVID hit and all the local distilleries and the local beer places, they
Hand
started
sanitizer.
making hand sanitizer out of vodka?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there was a local restaurant that stockpiled that stuff.
Oh, my
And they're still using it today.
Really?
And And so every time I use their
It
hand
smells
sanitizer,
like
I'm like,
tequila.
oh, I want to drink something
I
now.
want to drink this.
Suddenly, I need a drink.
God, that's funny. He did love Whiskey Fest for sure.
I want to go to Whiskey Fest.
Well, it's January 7th of
Eric,
2024.
no, bullshit. Eric, the Whiskey Barn was not my idea, and I love that idea, and I meant to message you, and I'm still planning on messaging you.
Wait a minute, the Whiskey Barn in
messaging you.
Baytown?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
He invited.
Been there.
Hang on. Start with this. It's
Oh my
it's
God.
purple and green.
For the
It's
Joker.
The
Yeah.
Hulk?
No.
No.
It's
The Hulk. We're gonna call
Come on, man.
Oh, come on.
Stir it
man.
up.
There's
It's
something in
purple,
it.
but it's purple and green. P&G.
P&G.
It's a P&G gin and tonic.
It's the Hulk. We're gonna call it the Hulk.
No, the Hulk is Hennessy and Hypnotic. I know what
I
the
don't
Hulk
care.
Yeah, it is.
Straight
You're
from
right.
Mike Wright himself, January 6, 2024.
See you January
Fantastic,
Yeah.
Mike. We're looking forward to it.
Cannot wait.
I'm going to be there this year.
When
I
we-
mean,
so.
He said when we go, Roy needs to tag along. So I need to go to the Whiskey Barn apparently, and
Yes.
where's the Whiskey Barn?
it's in
Eric
Baytown.
Baytown, Mount Bellevue.
Baytown.
that
Oh,
area.
okay.
Eric invited me,
fantastic.
but obviously, yeah. Duh, you're coming along.
Oh, it's your 30th birthday, Jake? He's traveling from Alabama just for
Yes.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
man. Good.
It's his
Jay-
30th
yeah,
birthday.
Exactly.
Yay, the dirty 30. I feel old now. Him saying it's his 30th. I feel old.
I just need, okay, here's the thing. If JB is still watching,
JB's
I
still
need
watching.
an assurance because we're coming there on October 24th. I will be 35. 21st. I will be 35 years old. I need an assurance
No,
that
can't do it.
He said no.
you are going to make me the best drinks in the world.
What happened?
Their cherry pie that they sell, it's a cocktail. It's highly good. I've had that one.
Oh, that sounds
Dana
good.
said Whiskey Fest was a good time. More bad decisions.
Yeah, my wife had a wonderful time,
So you don't,
including Buffalo Wild Wings parking lot.
so you don't like that one.
Nope, that's a no.
All right.
So it tastes
uh,
like
Do you like anything?
give it to
Have
John.
you liked anything tonight?
lime and vomit.
Lime and vomit.
Yeah, we've made our way around the vomit
Okay,
hemisphere.
give it to John.
John, come
And
back.
I'll make you a bee's knees because you told me you liked it.
And what is this one called?
That one is
The
the
Hulk.
No, it's called the P&G. It's a purple and green. So it's
After the Joker. For
Yeah.
after the Joker.
Correct.
Take on the
Have you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, lime and tonic. I mean gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic.
Have you broke out
but
the
it's
lemon
got
cloud
Midori mixed into it.
That's the lemon cloud.
You had it with the lemon stuff and you didn't like it. You
Well,
gave
just
it back
give me a little.
Give me a glass. Damn you.
So
Gina said
I'll
it's
tell
her
you,
favorite.
I'll
It is
tell
her
you what
favorite.
that is.
You're insulting
That
Gina
right
now.
there is dangerous. Is what it is.
That one's a favorite, John.
I love
That
that.
one's a
Why
favorite.
would you pour so much knowing how I feel about all
It just
this?
tastes like lemon. Like how do you
Lime.
or lime? Yeah.
It's lime vomit.
Oh my god.
I don't know what
All
the
right,
you're
vomit
not my friend
flavor
anymore.
is.
Do y'all have a red Solo cup here,
No.
or a cup of any kind?
One right there.
Something. Yeah, give me that. Something bigger
This?
than
Is that
Yeah,
my
that-
cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your
man.
cup. I
Yeah,
finished it
yeah.
You're not
because you
using
don't
it.
drink gin.
Yeah,
Rinse
you're not
it out.
using it.
Rinse it out before you.
Rinse it around and rinse it off.
Got it. I got it.
There we go. JB announced it. Yes, you will have great cocktails. I love it.
Yes, their staff is pretty good. That, like I said, that cherry pie is
I want to try that.
very good. I had one and I was like, yes, by all
See
means.
that? Okay.
That's an interesting take on it.
Time out. Can I say something real quick?
Absolutely, it's your show. I'm just here as a
It's
guest.
our show.
I'm just here.
That's close.
Close to what?
Something.
Oh!
The lemon cloud?
The lemon cloud
Okay.
was really, really
Really?
close.
Are you saying
it
this just to
tipped-
save
no,
your
no, no, no,
ass
no, no,
right
no, no,
now?
no.
Or are you
Yeah.
like,
It tiptoes
Okay.
that line of lemon hand soap.
okay.
And enough lemon flavor.
Do you like peach?
Well, yeah.
Hey, producer man, hand me
Yes.
a peach cloud out of the
Yep.
But it
peach cloud.
We have peach gin in there.
Yes.
Yes, we have peach
Oh, my
gin.
God.
What the hell's wrong with you?
it
Well,
tiptoes
it might
the
be-
line.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gin. But
Yes,
Yeah.
lime vomit. You
think
heard it
it's
here first.
Here's gin.
Yeah.
My sinuses are wide open right now, by the way.
Tippy
I
toeing.
love it. I love it.
Like it is walking the line of almost a good thing. Almost. Not quite.
That right there. Actually, I'll do it around you.
So what would be really cool
There
is
you
if
go.
I'd have brought
Yeah.
some kind of like
It'll be gone in an hour.
Yeah.
I needed some kind of like mango juice, and I bet peach mango gin cocktail would be a thing.
Ooh.
I bet it would.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
You feeling where I'm stepping?
Yeah.
You smelling what I'm stepping in?
I almost brought some peach liqueur.
But here's
with
the
me.
thing,
Yeah.
Buck.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Butterfly kiss.
Function your way. If you think that,
No,
then
no,
do
I'm-
it. Like
And I've not
that's the
once
big
ever
thing.
said that you should not drink this if you don't enjoy
Give us your glass.
this thing.
Give us your glass.
Gina said Gina will be happy to direct you to Acre Drinking
Yes.
Guide.
There you go.
Eric said, need Bucky to read this comment out loud. Jen is in.
Negative, Nancy. Eric, you were my favorite right up to that point.
Oh, did you already? Already what?
No.
Yeah,
Why?
it's right there.
How are you going to tell me this is peach?
I've been doing a
'Cause it
lot of
says
exercise
peach on the
tonight.
damn label.
It's peach vodka.
It smells like lemon hand soap.
I don't know if it's necessarily vodka or not.
What you got going on over there? You're doing a lot of things.
Small batch artisan gin.
Oh, there you go.
Juniper from Italy.
Okay. Italy.
Cardamom from Guatemala.
Italy juniper is
Allspice
sweet.
from Jamaica. Peppercorn from India. Fennel from Turkey. Lavender from France. Okay. So that's what goes in the peach cloud. Where are you at with it? Have you tasted it?
JB, I'm going to tell you right now.
Huh?
If I drink this peach gin and it is everything I think because you make amazing stuff, I might want to marry you.
Gina may take offense to that. Just saying. She may take offense to that.
Yeah. Eric
Okay, got a great citrus flavor off the top of the gin.
Eric made our youngest daughter's day, or year probably. So he'll always.
Oh my God. JB,
good.
what are you doing over there,
It's
bro?
good. JB's doing some good stuff.
That
out
is
there for
amazing. Man,
Contrary to what the faux hawk over there has to say,
I'm not listening to him anymore.
I'm not listening to him anymore.
He's dead to me.
You're like, no, just straight up no. Was it that? So tell me what was it just
I get no peach,
really
peach, really.
no peach? Okay,
and I love like peach.
Too
and
late.
Peach mango and
Here, Bucky, try that.
great.
Now, what are you serving him right now?
That's a gin daisy,
Okay.
and so we're using the oak and grist,
Right.
which is more like the single malt. if
And it
you
was
will.
something he liked.
It was something he liked.
Yeah.
It's got lemon juice. It's got simple syrup. It's got grenadine in it, and so that's what gives it the pretty pink color.
that thing finishes peach. I don't know how you don't get peach off that.
I get no peach.
Yes. I got all the peach.
I did too.
Where's the peach? I need to try that.
You said you had another cigar.
I do. We're gonna light it up here in just a second.
I'm about
Absolutely.
3 puffs away from my band, so I'd
Gina,
like to do that one.
JB, y'all are doing great things over there at Hell's Half Acre.
Yes, they are doing great things.
Give them a round of applause. They're doing amazing. I'm super impressed. Everything I've drank from y'all,
God,
Okay.
man.
You like
I
that
enjoy.
one?
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
What?
We
Point
got some.
to it.
Applause.
Come on. Come on.
No.
Come on. Jen is in. Come on, Bucky.
Jen is in.
Gin is in. Gin is in.
No.
Gin is in.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
Hey, pass this to John.
Oh, yes, sir.
Pass that to
Right away, sir.
A nub.
So
I like it.
John, apologies. This one came wrapped in cedar.
That's okay.
I know of your allergies. So the second cigar of the night is the
Run that space.
Tux Tula.
Tula.
It's from Pete Johnson. Hang on a second. I'll give you all the
Yeah, give us a rundown.
the details on
What
this
is that?
one.
How do you pronounce that? Tattoo hot.
It's Tux Tula. It's actually a
Tula.
town.
No, the first word.
Tatawahe.
Tatawahe.
That is Pete Johnson's brand.
Okay.
And so the Tux Tula Loma Cedero.
Okay.
So Loma Cedero translates to pork tenderloin in Spanish.
What?
Right. So it's
Interest peaked.
It's made at the My Father Cigars
Okay.
factory in Nicaragua.
Gotcha.
And the name Tuxtula comes from the city where the San Andreas wrapper is actually grown.
That's really good on the cold draw.
And so
You like the cold draw thing now?
So
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
really good on
Mexican
cold draw.
San
I learned
Andreas
something
wrapper,
tonight.
and the binder and filler is Nicaraguan. And for me, this tastes like an espresso.
Okay, so here's a question for y'all, and I may or may not have asked this before. Is this smell
have
test
another
that
lighter?
people do? Is it a real thing? Like, does this tell you anything?
That doesn't tell you
Because
anything.
so let me be
You
completely
know what it
honest.
tells me? If I see you do that in a cigar lounge, it tells me you're a dumbass.
Okay, so I've already made the reference to how some of these look like urine.
That's what it tells me.
Okay.
It tells
If
me
I smell this like this,
it tells me you're a complete noob.
Which I'm
dumbass.
asking,
No,
it smells like a
nothing wrong
turd.
with being a noob.
it smells like a turd. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But being a dumbass and being a noob are
So,
two total different things.
We've now made a urine reference and a poop reference.
So if you pick the cigar up and you put it to your nose, you should smell well fermented
Can't get
tobacco.
through there.
Yes.
What do you want?
I need a cutter.
Give me the V.
How about that one?
Yeah, that'll work.
Keep in mind,
turd and urine.
Keep in mind it's footed
What is that?
Yep.
when you lighted.
It's
got a pigtail.
No.
No, look at the other
end. So see, the wrapper extends, so it
Past
actually
the
wraps.
foot?
No, it actually wraps around the foot and
The foot.
closes.
See,
Imagine
I've
footed,
learned things,
imagine
y'all.
footed pajamas.
Pajamas. Yeah.
That's where you're at with
I
it.
like footy
That's a good.
pajamas.
Yeah.
So, just so you know, and this is kind of not important, but
Everything's important.
I'm actually only allergic if it gets on me.
Well,
dropped it.
so okay, all right. So I apologize, John. If I'd have known that, I'd have brought you another cigar. But
Oh, I got wet.
I made sure to bring you a cigar that wasn't wrapped in
That's
cedar.
what she
But
said.
this is good,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that. Thank
Yep.
you so much.
That's what she said. I got wet.
Man, I'm super happy that y'all had Ryan on the show tonight.
Me too.
This is fantastic.
Hey, I like bringing something that
Even though
everybody
he's
can enjoy.
Knocked down a few notches in my
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah,
my trust
absolutely.
circle.
How is that?
Because look at all the shit bottles that he's got on the table.
The gin bottles.
Well, I'm
I mean,
gonna.
gin
well,
bottle.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
is that- what
I'm
did I
gonna
say?
bring you back into trust, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm doing the EDC corner.
EDC
What?
Corner.
We've got one of
got
those?
one of those.
How long has it been?
It's been a while.
Look at that.
Look at that thing.
That's a hatchet.
The Emeth Cleaver, Urban Cleaver. That's what it's called.
Okay.
440 stainless,
Of course, it's called a cleaver.
solid stainless handle, axis lock. You can literally, like I'll show you on camera, because I practiced this earlier.
You had to-
Oh, that's cool.
You can drop it. That's
Yeah, that's
fantastic. So I didn't know what the EDC corner was going to be today, but this is my
Yeah.
Gerber tactical cleaver.
Yep, he got the
I
Gerber
carry
class.
this
Look at
almost
you.
every day.
Got the tack cleaver.
It's fantastic.
So what is the advantage of a cleaver versus like a normal
Well, I
blade
don't know if you can see it or
or
not.
a box blade that I would carry?
Number one, you get a whole lot more blade surface.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Because
see
mine
that.
goes like literally from toil to tip. You're making fun of the fact that I said toil?
No, Jake.
Jake.
Bucky has forever lost trust in this establishment.
And my blade, which Ryan's is too, my blade's actually pretty thick. You can see the side
Yeah.
profile from there.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick. It's got a good, nice little point to it. The thing I like about cleavers is they always have this little thumb ram
Right.
here in the back.
Right.
It doesn't matter which one
Yep.
they are. They're
Right.
either solid thumb or like Ryan's is kind of straight thumb.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
But you don't have to worry about slipping off and
Right.
cutting your finger
Yeah.
or slipping off to the side because they're so meaty.
Well, and mine's got this nice indentation that I can actually grip
Yes,
it
you can
right
actually
here
go into
behind
the-
it,
You can
which
You can
finger
actually
it.
go into the finger tool
Yeah.
more
So-
than I
Which
can.
is
'Cause I can't go that
fantastic.
far at all.
Stephanie said, I'm glad Bucky doesn't like gin. When he comes to the house, I don't have to worry about him drinking the good stuff.
That's a damn show.
And then
But-
Jake said,
Yeah, the
he's
good stuff.
carrying,
You heard
Jake's
it,
carrying the
Ryan.
The good-
Microtech.
Okay.
Our good stuff.
You heard no. You heard it. She doesn't have to worry about me drinking
Hey,
the good
James.
stuff. She didn't say her good
Her
stuff.
good stuff, right.
She didn't say.
Yeah.
She said the good stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna need access to
The other good stuff. Yeah, we got you. We got you. We'll have fun. I mean, we tasted every Bardstown bourbon bottle that I had last
Yes.
time.
We went through
and
the
I
Bardstown
think it was
lineup.
like 6 different bottles.
We went through the Nulu lineup,
Oh yeah, the Nulus. I forgot about those. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm-
which is probably my
So you
least
want me to
favorite
tell you-
of that
You want me
night.
to tell
I
you what
agree.
makes this one of my favorite EDC corners? price this for me. Go ahead.
$20.
$29.99.
I'd say $40.
$9.99.
Shut your
Oh,
Where?
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
oh, that's fantastic.
$9.99.
That is legit.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Access lock.
Everybody say hi to James.
$15.99.
Hey, James.
Amazon has it 38%
Okay.
off, so it
That's
makes it
fantastic.
$9.99.
Real quick,
Yep.
if you're going to explain the 2 cigars so far and the one, go ahead and start with the one we're smoking
yeah.
now.
Okay.
If you're going to talk about them to anybody, James is going to be the guy that would respect, I think, both cigars that we've had tonight.
So, James, the first cigar we smoked tonight was the La Fiera, the Beast.
Yep.
From Babalu Cigars out of
Austin.
Out of Austin. Thank you. And last time I checked, you could still get it on their website. This is their 26th anniversary cigar. It has a 9-year aged binder and filler with a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper.
Yep.
The next one that we're going to smoke, this Tuxtla. Give me 1 second, but it's a San Andreas wrapper.
Okay.
It's made for Tatuaje cigars, and let's see. Let me see if I have anything else on it. The binder and filler is Nicaraguan, so both of them are going to be peppery.
I get a lot of that
kind
peppery.
of full-bodied cigars.
This to me is more full body.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
By
have to
far.
look it up. But doesn't La Fiera in Spanish mean the fire?
It does.
Yes.
Okay.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so so Babalu, to your point, John, every year they release a La Fiera blend to commemorate their namesake.
Right.
So-
And that's where you get the peppery.
So wait a minute,
like,
we actually have a
spice.
question
Well-
for Ryan on the chat
Yes,
too.
yes, and I wanted to bring that up. I'm
Okay.
glad
Go ahead.
Jake asked it. So Jake saw Bardstown collaboration series, The Prisoner.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had The Prisoner?
I have. Matter of fact,
Give them your thoughts, please.
Okay, so the Prisoner is their one of their collaboration whiskeys that they aged in Prisoner wine oak barrels. So Prisoner
Wow.
is a blend is a red blend. It's a very bold red blend.
So is Prisoner anything like Kings of Prohibition?
No,
Or not as quite?
this is more like the Prisoner is a red wine blend, heavy on Cabernet Sauvignon grapes, but also has a little bit of Grenache in it, and so it's a little bit sweeter.
I'm glad you said grapes.
All right,
Wow.
And
Producer guy,
So,
bottle with no label.
you enjoy it.
I love it. I love it.
So
And
here's the conundrum.
yeah.
I Googled it because I wasn't sure. That was one that I don't think I've tried yet. It sells for no less than $150 online.
All right. So I used to belong to Rack House Whiskey Club.
Okay.
And it's a whiskey of the month club, or I say every month. I think I was getting bottles every 2 months.
Right.
But so whenever this bottle dropped, they sent out 4-ounce sample bottles.
Ooh, 4 ounces. Not bad.
With the with a pour of several pours, if you will, from the Prisoner selection, and it was fantastic. Now I couldn't afford to buy a bottle. I'll be honest.
So here's the other part. Here's the kicker.
Eau de vie.
He found it in Alabama on a shelf for
That says
$70.
Buy it. Buy every bottle they have. You can sell it on the
Jake.
secondary for less for
One more glass.
triple of that.
Jake, if I'm telling you now, if I'm trusting anybody other than we all love and know Toter, if I'm trusting somebody's palate on something, it's this man.
Yeah.
Like 1988?
But you have to like red
88
wine.
is kind of an experimental thing. We'll get to that in
Okay.
a second.
So
Because Ryan and I talked about this pre-show.
real
yeah.
quick,
Yeah.
James.
Oh yeah, I got that.
He's on. I'm on a Nick kick lately.
Okay.
Nick kick. I don't get that one.
So he's smoking a Cohiba
He's
Nicaraguan.
smoking
Oh, Nicaraguan.
And
Nicaraguan.
sipper it
Okay.
So he's smoking
on
a
old
Cohiba.
Ezra.
Okay.
Ooh, the old Ezra
Old
barrel
Ezra.
proof.
Okay.
Or is it the rye or the bourbon, James?
I'm sure it's the bourbon.
Either or is fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jake, let me know if you get it, because if you can share a sample of it, hopefully you crack it. Hopefully you can share a sample. I'd love to try it, and I know Roy would too.
I'm still waiting on the Discord, homie. Still waiting on
What
this.
do y'all think of this cigar?
That cigar's
y'all are,
fantastic.
a little bit in.
So smooth.
So
Yeah, it's very smooth.
So
a lot darker than the first one.
Yeah. So the cigar John is smoking, just so y'all are aware, it's a nub Habano wrapper, and so
Is that referred to as the double roast or the triple roast?
It's the double technically.
The double
but
roast,
But
okay.
this particular car, so the nubs, if you're not familiar with them, they're a 4.5 inch cigar, depending upon how the actual vitola, but they actually cut off what everybody would consider the first third of the cigar.
Yeah.
So
Right.
he's actually picking it up halfway through the cigar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so just know that, I'm not a big, I think this is a 60.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a 60 ring
60.
gauge.
I'm not a big 60 ring gauge guy. I'm normally a box press guy, but this is a good cigar.
Yeah.
You've had the nub
I'm opening
before.
my mind, unlike some people in this room.
Right. And nubs made by Oliva, so it's a reputable house.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
number one.
Oliva's really good.
All right, so JB, I've just tasted the peach.
Yes.
This is
Oh, he's sending you stuff on Monday.
Yes,
This is
Jake.
fantastic. Go ahead. What was
Balvenie
Jake's
The
12.
Balvenie
Jake.
12 double.
Oh, yeah.
Jake has messaged a few times, and he wants to send some samples to the show, and we really appreciate it. And I tell him that
Speaking
every time.
of, we
You
got to
don't
get
have
him.
to.
We got to get him a
Give
list,
Jake a
'cause
round of
I
applause.
sent him and Kevin both the same text message. We're gonna send them some stuff out of.
And I told
Yeah, out of the bulb.
Out
I
of the
told
barrel.
them, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I told both of them the same thing, just off of what they've provided for our show.
Oh yeah,
The promotion
right.
everywhere that they've provided.
Thank you so much.
I want to share what we have, and even we can go as far as my own collection. But because I've told Jake and Kevin the same
Yeah.
thing. If I've got it on my shelf, it's yours.
Yeah.
And you feel the same
Yeah,
way.
I feel the same way.
You have-
Yeah.
Hey, I'm. By the way, I just thought about this.
Yeah.
You're a Louisiana boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Baton
JT
Rouge.
Mellick.
That's another reason I love him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I have a
Sit there
bottle.
if you hadn't.
You have a
Yeah,
bottle.
I have a bottle. Yeah.
I need a bottle. I need 2 bottles.
Thank you. Yes. Jim Flowers said it perfectly. Thank you, Ryan McGee.
Yes. Look at
Yes.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
And is it Jake that was talking about the Balvenie double
Yes.
wood?
Yeah,
All right.
He's
Jake
gonna
is
send a
sending
sample
a
of
All right.
sample.
So Jake, if you have the opportunity and you stumble across a bottle of the Balvenie 15-year aged in sherry casks, don't hesitate. $90, $95 is a fantastic
I
deal.
jinxed you. I'm sorry.
Bucky.
You should get one of
Bucky.
those.
He's got to
Those are
break the
wonderful.
stick
I'm proud of you, dude.
Yeah.
For what?
for hanging in.
hanging in this long.
there.
For hanging in this long. Yeah, so back to the whole Balvenie thing.
Yes.
The first Balvenie I ever had was the Caribbean cask, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
phenomenal.
Which is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
The
Yeah.
Caribbean
Yes.
cast is phenomenal. I
Yeah.
love it. If
Agreed.
Jake hasn't had it, by all means, go get it.
Yeah.
But I
Man,
don't
when
know
you
about
come to Texas, I'm going to tell you, your whole world is going to open up.
You're
Yeah,
rocked.
yeah,
You're gonna move
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But Jake, don't sleep on those Dietling bottles if you can find single
I'm
barrels of
curious
those.
on that. If you can, yeah.
JP, God. Bye, Bucky.
I love JB to death.
I love you, JB.
JB and them were super hospitable to me when I went to Fort Worth. I mean, you talking about
Jake, you
They
can never go wrong with
Come
moving
Come on,
in the
JP,
Scotch.
I'm not coming back.
the whole nine.
You can never go wrong with moving into Scotch.
You want the eau de vie?
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
room for the
yeah.
eau de vie?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So,
What is
full
eau de vie?
disclosure-
Somebody explain something to me.
Eau de vie is the water of
My hair
life.
looks good, Joe, y'all.
And so we're gonna sample JB's. Hang on,
Yes.
I need to finish this.
Okay,
we're
finish
gonna
that.
we're gonna sample JB's, but I also brought back the water of life from Norway, which is they call it Aqua V there.
Right.
And it's a Barrickston product.
Okay. So what is it supposed to be?
From what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is kind of a brandy, but it's like a grape brandy is kind of what I'm thinking in my head.
It depends. Everybody makes it a little bit different. So
Take a
If
slight
JB
one.
wants, matter of fact, if JB wants to, he can call. He's more than welcome to call in right now,
so
where he can kind of explain his eau de vie.
yeah, I would say JB's. We'll here. No, I need just. A little bit
Okay,
of
we'll
that.
split that with Bucky
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
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 Come on.
Nope.
This one.
That's good.
So the Aqua V is typically a neutral base spirit. It doesn't matter what it is. And JB, I'd love to hear what your mash bill is.
It's the headphones every time I
Quit hitting buttons, dog. Every one of them. All of
bunch
them.
of buttons.
All of them.
So it depends on what it is, but JB, if you comment, I'd love to hear what yours is about.
Don't
but
nose it.
It's typically a neutral base spirit.
I'm sending you a text message now.
So,
good.
He should
Roy,
call in about it. Yes.
can you explain the 88 on the bottom?
I'm going to let the man himself do it. I just sent him a text message to
Okay.
call in. My phone's linked to the
Because
board.
if it's what I think
So-
it is,
Excellent.
I just fell in love.
Okay. So we'll give him a chance to call. Matter of fact, I'll call him.
Well, not
I
if
can
he
do this.
doesn't want to.
That is
Well,
hot.
Call him.
God.
That's fine.
Don't
It's my
call him.
show.
Feels good. There you go.
Hey, man, what's up?
What's happening?
Not much.
Hey, we're live.
So you're live, first of all, but explain your eau de vie to everybody in the room.
It's 600 gallons of various different kind of grapes from all over the world that were fermented and then distilled, and we barreled 2 barrels of it to be brandy, and then there was a little bit that was left that I bottled as eau de vie.
Hey, can you turn us down on your end? Because we're hearing ourselves as well.
I'm working on it.
Yes,
How's that?
Stephanie.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
Stephanie,
better.
it is jet
Okay.
fuel.
So start over with your explanation of eau de vie, by the way.
It's 600 gallons of various different grape juices from all over the world that we fermented out, and then I distilled it, and we barreled 2 53-gallon barrels that will be brandy after it's aged in barrels, but there was a little bit left that I bottled into that eau de vie that's 88 proof.
Okay.
That sounds
So
fantastic.
88 is the proof to answer your question. John was
There's
wondering
no
what the
way.
88 on the bottle was.
There's
I
no
thought
way that's
88
88
was
proof.
the was the
It's
year
much
it was
hotter than
bottled.
that. It's much
And that's the
hotter.
year I was born.
There's
so.
no way that's 88 proof.
Well, I think the man would know. I mean, he
JB,
bottled
are
it.
you confident in that 88 proof? It drinks much hotter than that.
Way hotter.
Oh,
Well, y'all
Yeah.
are drinking it room temperature,
Oh,
I'm sure.
yeah, that's
I
true.
had it on
Probably
ice.
down there it's 90 degrees.
I actually had it in the refrigerator.
90?
So no, we're drinking
90.
it.
It's
It's
not
like
fall.
102 right now.
I love 90 degrees.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, that's good. That's good, but it drinks hot.
It's hot.
I'm not gonna lie, it drinks hot. And like I said,
Well,
we had it chilled in the studio cooler, so
But it's got good flavor.
it's got
Yeah.
a very good flavor.
It's
Yeah, it
delicious.
definitely tastes like grapes.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
does.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me tell you this. It's, as Bucky says, delicious.
See, John
Yeah.
likes it.
Don't
John's in
don't
with it. I like it.
don't screw that.
John
term up.
obviously has a refined
Oh,
palate.
here
Damn
we
right
go.
Yeah, there you
Here
go.
we
There you go. Yeah.
Get him, JB. You're on the air. Get him.
No.
Go ahead.
Get him.
I'll
It's
pause
all
and
you.
wait.
We'll shut up.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
JB, would you say it's more like grappa?
No, but grappa is made with the leavings after this is all premium grape juice from all over the world. Grappa is made with what's left after they squeeze the grapes. Grappa is distilled from the skins and the stems,
Yeah.
etc. that's left after they harvest the good grape juice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Agreed.
So,
Yeah.
Agreed.
so JB, I've got a question. This is Bucky, by the way. What
You know, the one you hate.
what
Bucky
differentiates?
who?
Yeah, exactly. So you're saying it's made from premium grapes. What differentiates this from wine?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So I mean, basically, that's what brandy is. I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah.
you're fermenting grapes, and then you barrel it, and that's what after you distill the must, which is what whenever you do a grape fermentation, it's called a must. So then you run it through the still, and that's how you make brandy. Generally speaking, there's that you can make apple brandy, but normally most brandy is made out of grapes.
Okay.
We just had a little bit left that wasn't quite enough to do a barrel, so I did about 150 bottles of the eau de vie, which is new make brandy.
Okay.
But eau de vie could be any spirit. You could have eau de vie that was made out of barley or
Yeah.
anything. Generally, or historically speaking, all new make spirit is eau de vie or water of life or
Right.
Uzge Deita,
Yep.
or depending on what country you're from. But this particular one is new make brandy or grape.
What-
So it was 100% grape, but there was grapes from literally all over the world that we blended in.
Hey, JB, I hear that Brandy is a fine girl.
She is. She'd make a good wife.
Roy would know.
I love that he got that I love that he got that
wife's
reference.
name, bro. I
So-
get it. Why do you think I'm married?
It's a
her?
song.
I know it's a song. I
Yeah.
play it for her all the time.
Yeah.
She doesn't like it because she's not into old music, but that's her fault. It's her
Once
fault.
you barrel age this, what changes in it?
Well, it would be barrel aged, so I mean the barrel's going to obviously change a lot of the flavors, but
Yes.
the fruit's going to come through. And I mean the thing that you may or may not like, when the thing you're smelling is it smells like a grape fermentation.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I mean the if you had tasted it before we distilled it, it was awesome. I mean it was like grape soda. I wished I had went ahead and put some in a keg and carbonated it because
No,
like-
for
I
sure.
like
yeah.
grape
it was
soda.
really delicious. It was delicious before we actually ran it through the still. It still came through with a nice grape character.
No, and that hits the nail on the head. It is a flat, hot grape soda.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
to fill everybody in on JB's backstory, and correct me if I'm wrong on your backstory, JB. JB started out at Rabb & Sons as a brewer.
He's a brewer, right.
That's
and he started out
fantastic.
actually at home before that.
I watched most of our
Right.
episode with
Yeah.
JB on it. Actually.
Rar.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rar and Sons was
Yeah.
my first professional brewing job. I was there
That's awesome.
2007, 8, and 9, and into 2010.
So the
That's
pop
awesome.
on our trailer
Yeah.
is from the JB episode, and I
Okay.
Yeah.
watched a lot of that episode just to watch it because I enjoy stuff like that, and listening
Well, yeah,
to
'cause
JB
we talk about all the time about how we're students of the game. We go back and watch.
So
what
it was
we do.
fun to listen to JB just talk about the craft and what he's doing. But the pop you did on the Acre bottle, it was you even said, and I cut it off, and I wish I could have had it in there, but the time frame didn't allow me. But the pop was just, it was so great.
And you
I
look
had
at
to have
it, you look at that aspect from humble beginnings, like going into where you are now. Like that is, you have done what most people wish they could do.
Hey, JB makes some good beer. I'm not gonna lie. So refresh my memory because I've drank a lot since then. The beer I had when I first got to your house that Tuesday night. What was that, by the way?
Best bitter.
Hey,
It was an English
podcast,
best bitter.
hitting the buttons.
Hang on, JB.
Okay,
There you go.
can you repeat
Go
that?
ahead.
Our producer kind of put his
Sorry.
headphones on the button.
Let me step. I gotta turn into producer for
Yeah,
a
you got.
second.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you got to work in the morning. Yeah, I got you. John does.
He does.
No, you're off. I know you're off. I think I've got your schedule memorized now. Or I hope I got it memorized. So you said it's best bitter? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what I thought. It was really good.
An
Yeah.
English beer.
So it was-
Best bitter.
Okay, so best bitter is an English beer. Super good, super light. I loved it. It was fantastic. John, be careful. By all
Thank
means,
you.
Bye,
be
John.
careful.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Bye,
Y'all
care.
don't make it weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make it.
Awkward.
All right, producer
No,
Bucky
like I
in the
said,
house.
So what you're doing out there in Fort Worth is legit. I'm not gonna lie. We went through your all your gins.
So here's my question.
Okay.
Since we've got JB on the line,
Sure.
and
Yep.
we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were watching when we got to that point, Ryan. So one of my questions to JB was, why choose a climate-controlled, quote-unquote, rick house? In your experience, do you have any, I guess, preference, or do you understand why people in Texas would do it?
I mean, I get why people
Well,
in
but-
Texas would, but I don't know why JB would. Honestly.
The most all of your aging depends on heat, humidity, time. You know what I mean? But the reason that I think a lot of people in Texas are doing it, they're looking for a more rapid maturation in the barrel, which whenever you raise the temperature, it matures more quickly. But the bad thing about that is not only do you get the good things more quickly, you get the bad things as well. A lot of the wood tannins, so you wind up with a lot woodier whiskey, in my opinion. And it like if you went to Scotland and aged the same whiskey, obviously it would be in a cooler environment. We've had really good luck climate controlling all of our maturation. In the barrel room that I've got now, that we're only partially climate controlling it. We're letting it get a little warmer than what normally, but the first 8 years, basically, we were doing it was all climate controlled,
Right.
and we were winding up with some really smooth whiskeys that
Yeah.
were a little bit slower to mature, but you wind up with a lot smoother product.
Yeah, because correct
And,
me if
you
I'm
know-
wrong, your current temperature is 85 degrees in your barrel room.
Yeah, the barrel room that we were in, we were keeping it about 85 degrees in the summertime, and a lot of the guys that are doing it, they're letting it get super Texas hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's way over 100 degrees.
Can we do this since we have JB on the line?
You can do
And
it.
this has been something that I've said ever since the moment JB said hashtag the thing
Gin is
that I
in, yeah.
want this thing.
Yeah.
Will you grab
that good thing?
the thing?
What you're saying?
Will
good
you
thing.
grab the Still Austin that I have in the Frigidator?
Is that what the thing
Well,
is turned
hey,
sideways?
hang on. Before we do that, hang on, just 1 second.
Okay.
So we have the Water of Life from JB, which JB, I got to tell you, it's fantastic. I get the, I'm with you. If you would have carbonated that, it would have been grape Kool-Aid, in a glass. But I also have the Water of Life from Barrickston, which came from Norway. And so, if you don't mind, while we're still here on the Water of Life, let me pass this around with Bucky and Roy real quick, and then I'm real happy to go to the Still Austin.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is from
Oh.
Barrickston, right?
This is
So
from
did-
Barrickston.
Okay, here's a quick question. Do they barrel age theirs? Because it's got a
They do.
It's got a tan color.
Okay, it's got
a
a-
urine color.
They do,
As I
and so
previously said.
this is potato based. So think vodka.
Okay.
Right. But they add botanicals to it. So give me just 1 second. Let me open this back up because I have my notes. Because I don't want to lie to you because there's no juniper in this, Bucky. So it's not gin. It's different. 1 second.
They typically in Norway they use botanicals,
They
not
do.
juniper, in their eau de vie or their water of life. The aquavita, as they call it in Norway, and the
Okay.
captain of the ship that we were on, who's from Norway, he referred to it as liquid Viagra.
That's right. That's what. That's
Honey, I'm coming
that's
home.
exactly what they refer to it as, Jim, or JB. Excuse me. And so it's got caraway, it's got fennel, and anise.
Did you nose it?
Added before they
Yes.
distill it.
That's got a really good nose.
Correct.
It does.
Right. And so they age it.
It's got a really good minty mouthfeel too.
In this one, they age it for at least 2 years.
Okay.
In Oloroso sherry barrels. So
Okay.
think Scotch.
Yeah.
But they age it, so it's a little different.
Okay.
So it's like licorice in your mouth.
To me, it's very mint. Like I get a mint
Completely
finish.
different.
I get a mint finish off of it. Is what I get,
Completely
I
different.
get
especially
the-
off the back end.
I get the mint, but I also get black licorice.
right.
So sweet. So
Yep.
The anise is what gives it the licorice
Yes.
flavor.
That's right.
That
That's right, Jim.
anise, that licorice flavor, that almost like a bubble gum
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
It's completely different than what JB sent Roy home with.
So
Oh yeah, that's just straight off the still.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
no,
The
no,
eau de vie that I sent you is just straight off the still.
Right.
There's no botanicals in it at all.
No, no, no. And-
you could macerate some botanicals in it and wind up with something more similar to what you're tasting there from Norway.
And I'd be curious what yours tastes like after it's been
With
in
the-
a barrel.
well,
and
it'll be brandy. It still has no botanicals in it, but the brandy won't be ready for 2 or 3 years
the-
at least.
Almost a mellowness that
Yep.
the barrel would bring, like
Yep.
that bring it in
Yep.
caramel.
Yeah.
So the story they told me about the Aquavit while we were there was that they used to impart they would build certain ships, and so in the space between the seawall and the actual hull of the ship there would be this air gap. They claim they used to put this in those barrel, in that ship,
Right.
and let it sail around the ocean for a little
Okay.
while. That's what they say.
I got you.
So here's what's weird. If you were to put JB's Aquavit, whatever you want to call it,
Yep.
in front of me
Eau de
versus
vie.
Eau de vie.
Eau de vie,
Eau de vie.
Eau
Eau
de
de
vie
vie. Eau de
in
vie.
front of me versus that one, the spirit enthusiast in me and what we enjoy,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean JB's for the fact that it's got something there. That's a sweet, like you could make a cocktail or I don't know. It's like desserty.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah.
There's something, and especially if you were to barrel age what JB Ascent, I think there's a thing there that I enjoy.
Yeah.
More so
Right.
than the sweetness, bubblegumminess of that one from
That
Norway.
one. Yeah. Fair point. Go ahead, JB. I'm
It'll be
sorry.
interesting. It'll be interesting to taste it once it's been in the barrel for a while.
Yes, for sure. I think that's what intrigues me.
And JB, what kind of barrel did you put it in? Is it a new barrel or is it something that had
Yeah.
some of your other stuff in?
I put it in new, freshly charred American oak barrels, just like you would do bourbon.
Right.
Which
Nice.
is not necessarily the way they do some brandy. So it'll be
Right.
a little, probably have a little bit more color, and it'll take it a little bit longer to get there.
Yep.
But again, it's in a climate-controlled room, so we'll just
Okay.
have to wait and see.
And,
It's my first foray into brandy, and it really just kind of fell in my lap because we got the opportunity to get 600 gallons of various different
wow.
kinds of grapes.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea in your head as far as age, or are you just going to kind of taste it along the way?
I don't plan on touching it for at least 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And I anticipate that it'll probably take longer than that to
Okay.
get it to where I want it to be. Because
Right.
judging from what most brandies go for, at least 6 or 7 years, if not 10 or
wow.
11.
I didn't
Right.
realize that. I did
Oh,
not
yeah.
realize
A little
that.
bit.
Yeah. 11 years.
Well, you
is
can
not
you can look at,
uncommon.
and I mean, nowhere, no competition whatsoever. But Iron Root is doing some amazing things, and they have a lot of experience in brandy. They actually went over there and made brandy quite a bit before they opened their distillery.
Okay.
Some of the brandies that they're making are amazing, and most of those are aged for quite a bit longer than 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Their age in there's at least 8, maybe 10, if I'm not mistaken, right, JB?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I anticipate it's going to take longer for ours to get to where we want it to be, but it's just laying down something for the future.
Yep.
And we had the opportunity to get the grape juice,
Right.
and it kind of fell into our lap at a really good price, so we went ahead and did it.
Is there a reason for that? Because let's face it, even most of the bourbons we drink today are 4 to 6 year old bourbons or whiskeys, whatever you want to call it. I'm curious of why would brandy take that much longer to age?
I'll let JB
Well,
respond.
that's a good question, but I think it's certainly a little bit more complex spirit to start with
Okay.
than bourbon would be, or even single malt. But bourbon tastes like bourbon when it comes off of the still. You can taste it compared to single malt or another distillate, and it's like you can taste it, and it's like, wow, that's bourbon.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
amazing how much it tastes like bourbon when it comes off the still. It's already got a whole lot of that character. You just kind of it
You're
adds to
refining
it by
it, right.
being in the barrel. Whereas you get a 2 to a 3 year old bourbon, it's really pretty good bourbon. But you get into the 3.5 to 4 year old bourbon, it starts to taste amazing.
Yep.
Whereas a single malt generally doesn't come into its own, until you get into that 4 or 5 year
Right.
or older range.
And I
A
think that
bourbon.
was my thought on that. Was it
Well,
was
and-
single
Yeah,
malt.
and-
5 year old bourbons are amazing.
And
Oh, for
single malts and even brandy typically are not aged in new charred oak barrels, so it takes
Right.
a little
A
while.
lot of
longer.
them are toasted.
Yeah, a lot of them. That's right. That's right. And so a lot of them take a little bit longer to pull out that flavor from the wood. To really get that flavor. I've got a bottle at the house of I'm going to butcher the name. It's German. It's as Osbach Uralt brandy that's 21 years old, and it's
wow.
fantastic. But again, 21 years old in ex-bourbon and ex-sherry casks. So I don't know how much of that flavor was pulled out the first go round versus how long they had to leave it in the barrel to really get that deep flavor.
Yeah. You good, buddy?
Sinus infection, bro.
I'm
I
good.
know. No, Roy's got a little bit of a sinus infection, so I'm just
Yeah,
making sure he's
I'm
good.
snorting stuff on air, not to be confused with cocaine, but I mean it opens it up.
JB, are you so you're using new oak barrels? Or do you think you'll ever let them go to something above 85 degrees to try and push it into the wood and then pull it back out?
Oh, it depends on what day it is and whether or not my boss leaves the air conditioner turned on. But no,
Fair answer.
we've generally, whenever we're using our barrel room to do tours and tastings once a week now. So we've been having the air conditioning running, but he generally leaves it set at 85 or 88 degrees during the week.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get, and you let them get really hot. Sometimes, depending on whether or not you put, in Scotland, they'll put a little cloth around the bung
Right.
so that the barrel will breathe and it doesn't build up a bunch of pressure.
Yep.
A lot of our casks don't. You'll just put an oak bung in there, and we've actually had casks blow the hoops off of the barrel that had so much pressure on it.
Oh, wow.
They've had
Wow.
some blow
You know,
the hoops
the-
off. I think one of the ones I've got, which is the 12-gallon, has cracks in the wood and stuff
wow.
like that. So, I mean, yeah.
Well, the thing is obviously the higher the temperature you get, the more pressure you're getting
Oh,
on
for
the
sure,
inside
yeah.
of the barrel. And, you still get the wood, the whiskey or spirit movement in and out of the wood. You can get that at lower temperature too. So, I mean,
Sure.
if you go down to say 30 degrees to 70 or 80 degrees, you're still getting the same
Right.
Right.
temperature change as you would if you went from 50 or 60 degrees up to 120 or 130. God knows how hot some of these. I know Balcones and Garrison Brothers. Some of their stuff is like literally in a shipping container out in a field, and so
Right.
it gets really hot.
Right.
And personally, from my experience, and I mean, which is limited, the hotter you get it, the more you get a lot of color and you get a lot of wood flavor very quickly, which is one of the reasons that they're rapid aging their stuff.
Right.
We're just not in that big of a hurry. And the stuff that I've done where we've used ex-bourbon barrels that have already been used one time, I think, and I'm biased, but I think that the Scottish, they've got it figured out. I think the second use on that barrel makes a lot better whiskey than the first, with the exception of bourbon.
Yep.
Bourbon is the magic whiskey that it really benefits from that new freshly charred barrel, and you get to, like I said, you get to 3 or 3.5 years, and you've got an amazing whiskey. Whereas on a single malt, if you put a single malt in a new freshly charred barrel and taste it at 2 or 3 years old, it still tastes really woody, and you get a lot of char and a lot of dark color in there. Whereas at 5 years or 6 years, that single malt really starts to taste a lot better. Whereas the whiskey at 3.5 years, it's amazing if you're doing bourbon.
That's right.
Bourbon
I agree with
is
you.
so sweet. The sweet bourbon is king, obviously, in America, and the new freshly charred barrels makes a lot better whiskey with that new barrel than I think single malt does, and or probably brandy and some other things. But this is our first foray into brandy, so I obviously don't have anywhere near as much experience as, say, Iron Root has. Those guys are doing amazing stuff with brandies as well as their other whiskeys.
But I mean, just look at what the Irish whiskey and even Scotch. Look at what they're doing. 95% of their barrels are ex-urban or bourbon barrels, or ex-sherry Oloroso barrels, or ex-this barrels. Scotch has leaned into that former barrel, if you will.
But to JB's point, now I think it's spot on. Scotch knows that they need to take a little bit longer in those ex-bourbon barrels and Scotland's is they're much further north than say we are. They need those extra summers, if you will, to push that flavor in and out.
So here's a question for everybody involved, especially JB, who is doing this. What are your thoughts on the toasted, quote unquote, toasted barrel phase? Everybody's doing a toasted barrel. Obviously, I'm a huge Penelope fan. I have their Penelope toasted bourbon. I also have their Penelope toasted rye. Right, exactly. So, what are your thoughts on this whole toasted craze? And do you believe it brings a different flavor aspect to what you're doing?
Before he answers, the sound effects was you literally being on Penelope's nuts.
Right. No, I agree. I am 100% on them. I will do it myself. I will.
Okay, you can answer.
The toasted barrels, I mean, it's a lot more subtle, but all of the old time whiskey makers bourbon makers in the U.S., all those big guys have been toasting their barrels forever anyway.
That's right.
In addition to charring. So, I mean, a really well-made barrel, they're going to toast that barrel for 30 or 45 minutes before they char it. And what that does is it brings all those wood sugars and vanillins up to the surface, and then they'll char the barrel, and you get a lot more flavor out of that barrel than if they take a brand new barrel and just immediately char it.
Right.
That's not as high quality a barrel. You actually have to pay extra for them to toast it first.
Yep.
So you do a 30 to 45 minute toast, and then you char the barrel, and it's a lot more flavorful barrel. But they've been just toasting barrels like most wines have a light toast on the barrel. It's to bring that wood sugar and vanillins up to the surface. They obviously don't char wine barrels, but yeah, you know, it's just like brewing beer and the barley that they use to brew beer. You consider the barley the artist's palate, and whether it's lightly kilned or dark or medium roast, you get all these different colors of barley that you can blend together and make a pale beer or an amber beer or a dark beer. It's the same thing with a barrel. You know, you can, depending on whether you toast, you do a light to medium toast or a heavy, or you go ahead and char. All those things, you get different flavors and different color impact, wood impact on the spirit that you put in there. So, yeah, there's definitely something to it. And I think that the toasting thing, Penelope is doing some great stuff with their toasted products, and some other guys that are using toasted barrels. You're going to see more and more different things as we go forward, just like you've seen in craft brewing. The guys in craft distilling are doing all kinds of new things because everybody's looking for something new.
Right.
And it's at the same time hanging on to the traditions of the past.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, toasted is a thing. It's
I think that's a really good... No, go ahead.
It's just another color in the palette that the distiller can use, just like in beer with those different colors of barley. So yeah, it's another bullet in his arsenal that he can give different flavors and colors to the whiskey.
Okay. And I think that's a really good explanation from a quote unquote master distiller.
Yep.
Because I think there's a lot of question around the whole toasted phase. Some people love it. Like, I love what I get from, let's face it, Penelope toasted.
Yep.
I love what right. We can do it. You can. I don't blame you. I love the flavors.
I don't have to because you.
I will. I'll do it
on
myself.
your own.
Yeah. But
I love the flavors that I get from that. Now, when we did Nulu,
right.
Yeah.
wasn't my favorite.
Right, but Elijah Craig, their toasted barrel is fantastic.
Is really good.
Yep.
The Penelope toasted and their toasted rye, love them. Love them. Now and we're going to get into something now, JB, that I said we would do since the moment you said gin. I'm not going to finish the hashtag. The moment you said gin.
Come on, gin is in.
This is the moment we've all been.
Up here.
Nope.
Come on. Point up. Yeah, there you go.
That one.
Yay.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for, because the moment JB said gin
is in,
I said we've got to compare it to Still Austin.
Okay.
Everybody knows I love Still Austin.
Yep.
I do love their bourbon. I love their cask strength. I love their rye. Their bottled in bond summer series is amazing.
Still Austin makes good products. I'm not gonna lie.
So here's
they
where
make good
we're at.
products.
Just from what you've tasted already tonight, it seems like that Bucky much prefers the stuff that is not, as the spirit that they're using for their gin is not as refined.
Yeah.
And you're bringing through a lot more of the grain flavors.
Yep.
JB is calling his shot.
JB.
Well, I'm just saying that our stuff is a lot more refined, and it has less of those flavors. Even though corn is our base, it's been refined.
That's
more.
what I was asking. What is your base? So corn is your base for your gin.
Corn is base for ours. It's been 6 times distilled, so it's very clean, neutral spirit that you start off with.
Right.
Whereas some of the other guys, which I'm not arguing with that, it just makes a different flavor.
No,
it's less refined, so they're bringing more barley through, or more corn through, or whatever it is they're making their grain neutral spirit with.
Right. No, and
it's
I
still
think
grain neutral spirit, it's just not as refined. They've left some of that grain flavor
Right.
in there, so that comes through in the finished product.
Agreed.
So you're getting more of the grain flavor blended with those botanicals, whereas with our stuff, the London Dry Gin especially, it comes through really clean, so you're getting huge botanicals. And plus the way that we're putting our botanicals in there, we're getting a lot stronger botanical flavor because of the methods that we use.
And JB, just out of curiosity, are you using the vapor method where you suspend everything in a basket?
Steam them, basically?
Huh?
Is it like steaming them, basically?
Well, it is, but you macerate the fruit or the juniper berries, and then you suspend it in a basket in the column still, to where as the distillate comes up, it you know, that flavor infuses. Yeah, is that right, JB?
If you're just using a gin basket, you get a much more delicate botanical profile because you're just passing the vapor through the botanicals inside of a gin basket, which is basically just suspended somewhere, or they have a special column in between. Whereas, you know, old school methods, they would actually come in and they would charge the still the night before they were going to do a distillation run, and they'd put the botanicals in the still and macerate them overnight, where you're actually soaking the juniper, fennel, coriander, all the stuff that your botanicals, you'll put that in the still and let it soak overnight in the alcohol.
Right.
You get a much better extract, and then the next day you leave those botanicals in there and you do the whole distillation run. So you're heating up the alcohol and the botanicals. You get a lot stronger botanical profile that way. That's the way that Beefeater and many of the other older gins always made theirs that way. They would charge the gin still the day before, and then come in and do the distillation the next day after macerating the botanicals overnight, as opposed to putting them in a gin basket and just passing the vapor through.
So which
is great if you want delicate flavors. The gin basket's the way to go. We wanted a much heavier botanical profile.
Okay, so you're macerating it and letting it sit, maybe not overnight, but 10 or 12 hours ahead of distillation, right?
Yeah, I'll put mine in the still at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then come in the next morning and crack it off about 7 o'clock and start the still up.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, and look, I'll be honest with you. I loved your what's it called?
The two minis,
or
the meander.
Both of them, the two minis and the meander, were both fantastic. The meander is more along my flavor profile because it gets that little bit of oak and vanilla in there. But you know, just kind of curious how you did it.
The meander is what I call it, a crossover gin, because like, when you're bringing guys into craft beer, you don't want to serve them an IPA to start with. You'll start off with a really light Helles or something. And I mean, for people that aren't necessarily big gin fans, you'd serve them that meander, because when you put it on wood for a while, it softens those botanicals, and I equate it to like putting lasagna in the refrigerator for 2 or 3 days. It kind of mellows it out a little bit. And we're not barrel aging. The wooded gin, the meander, is actually done with toasted oak staves. So we'll put that in there.
Putting staves in your. Sorry, go ahead.
We'll put the gin in a container and put oak staves in there.
There you go.
Toasted oak staves, not charred.
Yeah.
So it's toasted. That's the reason for the pale color.
Pale yellow.
And it wasn't used for anything else, JB, right? It was just
no. These are newly toasted oak staves.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you actually put them in the gin, and we usually do it for 10 or 12 weeks. You know, about 3 months.
So just to give
sometimes
everybody
a little longer.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It just
with
depends
the color.
on the temperature.
Yeah.
It happens a little quicker in the summertime, and we'll let it go a little bit longer in the wintertime.
Yeah.
But there's no barrel involved. It's using toasted oak staves.
Yeah.
That's the reason it's a more delicate wood flavor. That's the reason it's called wooded gin and not barrel aged.
Yeah, and the wood notes come out on the finish. It's fantastic. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna be looking for a bottle of that. Sorry, Bucky.
No, I just, for our viewers who are, let's all face it, we're 95 to 99 to 100% whiskey drinkers,
Sure.
for everybody watching the show. If you've ever seen and or watched anything that Broken Barrel out of California is doing, where they're breaking the barrels apart and
Yep.
throwing the staves in their tanks,
In their tanks, yeah.
that is what JB is talking about. He is putting a toasted stave or barrel piece into that, and
And-
he's allowing it to age for an X amount of time.
And JB, are y'all adding those into stainless steel tanks, or are y'all adding those into like totes where there's a less of a metal?
No,
finish?
it's all stored in stainless, but
Okay.
you actually put the oak in there.
Okay.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and whenever you do a distillation run of gin, by law it has to be 90% alcohol or better. So I mean,
Right.
it's coming off the still at 180 proof or 190 proof,
Yep.
and then you'll proof that down to 125, which is typical for putting into a barrel
Yep.
for safety reasons,
Yeah.
Yep.
as well as the fact that the stronger the alcohol, the more extract you get. If you put
Right.
wood into 190 proof, you're going to get all kinds of weird tannins
That's right.
and
That's
woody
right.
flavors
Agreed.
that you don't necessarily want. So, I mean, we'll proof it down to 125 proof and put that wood into the 125 proof and leave it there for about 10 or 12 weeks generally.
Do y'all ever anticipate doing like a hazmat style where you do like a 140, 145 proof?
It just, the flavors change too much whenever you bring the proof up, if you're putting wood in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
No.
I said,
Yeah.
we typically wind up with about, it's 180 plus proof when we're coming off the still with our new make gin.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. The whiskey fan in me would love to see a Texas smoked
Yeah.
at 140.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's where I was going with that.
I would love to see a hazmat.
Well,
Texas smoked.
I sent you a barrel 25. That one was close to that.
We have
What was
that
it?
one?
127 proof.
JB, I'm not gonna call you out, but I don't have a barrel 25.
Yeah.
think I
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
25.
Yeah. Roy's looking perplexed at this point.
I don't think we have a
JB.
25.
I'm looking over at everything right now. And the only two barrels I have are the 111 and the 009.
Well, you need one of those. I've got one for you.
Okay.
Fantastic.
We're not going to complain about
I've
it.
sent you so many things I've lost track of it.
You and me both. You and me both, my friend. You and me both.
Yep. All right. So, moment of truth.
All right. Moment of
I've
truth.
said it since day one. This thing that JB keeps
Jen
saying.
is in.
Gin is in. Just go ahead and
That
say
thing.
it.
I'm not gonna.
Go ahead and say it.
So I've got. Oh shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I tasted Still Austin's while you were outside breaking the stick.
Uh huh.
I know which way I'm going in my decision.
Fuck.
That's Still Austin.
This is still
No,
Austin.
no. You're,
This is still
yeah.
Austin. This is Acre.
The
Yeah,
two minis.
Yeah, that's right.
Two
That's
minis.
right. The two minis.
Okay.
I've had
Yeah.
too minis. Is what we're
I
saying.
had two minis.
So still Austin. Nope.
JB, just so you're aware,
Nope.
the Still Austin is fantastic. It's heavy on the juniper berries. It's got a lot of citrus to it. It's there's a fine note of coriander mixed in with it. Maybe a little fennel on the back end, but very, very good. Go ahead, Bucky. Go ahead. Finish your
I
statement.
don't want to.
2 games back.
I really don't want to.
Hashtag straight up Texas.
Come on. Take that. Taste
All
that
right.
Still Austin.
Taste it.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on. You like it.
Still Austin is doing some really good things, and when
They
I
are.
tasted ours side by side, I thought that theirs was just a little bit softer than ours. And again, I think
Yeah.
that's the
I agree with
GNS
you.
that they're using.
Yeah.
The what? I'm sorry.
But
The
theirs is just a
botanicals.
little bit soft, a little bit softer than two minis,
Yeah.
And why is
and
that?
it's because of the GNS that they're using.
Yeah.
They're bringing more of that substrate through.
Yep.
Whether they're doing it out of barley or corn or whatever they're making their GNS with.
Yep.
There's more of that grain character coming through
And I
than
was-
there is in the two minis.
That's what I was
Agreed.
trying to figure out, but it just says neutral grain spirit, which is, for those that are watching, GNS, that is a grain neutral spirit.
Yeah. And whatever.
it could
still,
be corn. It could be corn. It could be barley. More than likely, it's corn because
I'm-
that's far and
yeah.
away the most economical.
It's corn. It's definitely corn.
definitely corn. There's
Yeah.
a sweetness, but there's a lemony hand soap flavor there that I'm
Yeah.
just
There's a lot of citrus.
can't.
But those are the botanicals. The but that sweet thing you're getting is the grain coming through.
Do they list their botanicals?
I don't know. I didn't read that far.
I didn't read
Like
this
the
one
naturalists, we celebrate the natural landscape, and we aim to let the world scratch, milling the grains, fermenting the mash, and distilling spirits.
JB, while Bucky's reading that, JB, what's your base? What are y'all using for your
Yeah, go ahead.
base spirit? In the
It's
in the
corn.
mini, it's
You're
corn.
doing corn, okay.
It's all corn. Okay.
It's corn, but it's been distilled 6 times.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
So that makes it gluten free.
Here we go.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
It's super clean.
Yeah.
It is
Can we-
super clean whenever
do we-
you start.
Do we know what can you share what the botanicals are that you're using?
Well, I think I read
Well,
it earlier.
there's 10 of them.
Okay.
If I can think of them off the top of my head.
Roy's got the
Great
bottle.
call,
Hang on.
JB.
This
Hang on.
involves 10 different botanicals. Marinade.
Yeah, obviously there's juniper.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, here we go.
Juniper.
Hang on a second. Italian juniper berries, French lavender, Guatemalan cardamom, Jamaican allspice, and Turkish fennels, just to name a few.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's some of what's
So-
in
It's got coriander. It's got coriander seed in it as well.
Okay. So to name a few from Still Austin, which is kind of the same, they did juniper, cinnamon, citrus pills, elderflower, and allspice.
Yeah, but to go back to JB's blend, the Italian.
Yeah, we've got
the Italian juniper is fantastic because
Yes.
it's much lighter
Yes.
in flavor than say some of the maybe even North American or some of the Caribbean ones. It's the Italian one is fantastic.
Yep, I agree.
If you smelled them side by side, Italian is far and away the best, and it
Yeah.
costs twice as much.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's literally twice as much as the other guy's stuff.
Can I, as much shit as I've talked tonight, can I say this? You are 100% correct because I am currently smelling them side by side. Yours is much more flavorful on the nose
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
than the Still Austin.
agreed.
So let me taste them.
That
Go ahead, JB. You're more than welcome.
that always has that has to do with the fact that the GNS is so clean. It lets all those botanicals come through, and you're getting the botanicals more. Whereas if you were getting more of the grain character, it would soften the botanicals.
Yeah. I agree with you, JB.
Okay, 100. Yep.
Do you smell the difference? Do you
No, I
taste
don't
the
just
difference?
smell the difference.
You
I
taste the
taste the
difference.
difference.
Yeah.
So I'm curious.
Let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this.
I think I know where you're going with this.
JB, whatever I've said tonight and all the comments you've made, it's been a ton of fun. Let me say that. And I went into tonight, and I even said it in our group chat. Subconsciously, I really hope Still Austin won. Like I wanted it to, because I love what Still Austin is doing, and I love you, JB. I do.
They make a great product. They really do.
They
John
really
is a really
do.
nice guy.
Right. But let me say this. The product that you're making, as far as the 2 minis, if I were to put it up to Still Austin's gin, your product is more flavorful. It's got a better nose. It's got a better palate. It's creamier on the palate.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's less soapy, less pine
Oh,
tarry.
come on. It's not soapy.
It's less.
It's less
better.
lemony.
It's better on the palate. I should have ended it there. It's
Less
better.
zesty.
It's better on the palate. It's creamier. It's better on the palate.
Okay.
You've got better flavor. You've got better nose. I enjoy what is coming through on the nose of yours more so than what is coming through on the nose of the Still Austin. And please take that with high regards, coming from somebody that has struggled through tonight's episode.
It's the botanicals are definitely very bright, and like I said, there's 10 of them. You were asking me what the 10 were.
Mhm.
There's there's Italian juniper berries. There's coriander seed, allspice, fennel seed. Green cardamom pods are outstanding, man.
Yeah.
It gives a really minty thing.
Yep.
There's black peppercorns. There's bay leaf. There's fresh rosemary, and the rosemary comes out of my fucking backyard. I'm telling you, it's awesome.
I've seen
And
the
it is
garden.
like
Great.
Seen
That's
it.
great.
the rosemary. If you've ever bought rosemary at like Central Market or a grocery store or a spice, it's weak ass.
Yep.
When you pick it fresh out of your backyard, it is dank. It's gooey. It's sticky. You can just walk by and brush my plants
That's
and
right.
smell like rosemary.
That's right.
Like it's-
So it really comes through good.
And it makes a fantastic cocktail. Fantastic cocktail.
It really does. The rosemary comes through, but it's because I'm using super high quality ingredients grown in my backyard. There's also lemon peel and fresh lavender, and I use #1 French lavender that comes from San Francisco Herb Company, and I mean it's absolutely the best lavender. That's what was in the peach as well. So the peach actually has 24 ounces of lavender, #1 lavender.
Come on,
bud.
JB.
And I mean, it's
JB, you're not using the wonderful Texas Chapel Hill lavender? Come on, man.
it's just not as good, and I never claimed to be all Texas on my botanicals. You know what I mean? And
I know. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing.
The French lavender, and I mean, it's just like with the Italian juniper. I picked those ingredients because they're the best.
Yeah.
They smell the best. They're the most aromatic, and they make the best gin.
Yep.
They're not subdued at all. All those flavors are really coming through. So and nothing against using all locally sourced stuff.
Right.
Like a lot of gin, most people that are making gin are trying to locally source as many ingredients as they can to keep the cost down. We kind of went the other direction. I found the best possible ingredients that I could find to duplicate a classic London-style dry gin.
Softer.
And, I've won silver medals in London doing London dry gin. So Two Minis is actually won competing in Europe in London against other
Very nice.
European-made London dry gin. So it really is a good London dry gin as far as comparing them to other ones worldwide. The Meander is a much more subdued one. Again, I call it an entry-level gin because it's a much softer note. The peach is similar, only Gina actually responded to somebody that commented, and I want to say it might have been Ryan's wife, but there's 150 pounds of Parker County peaches that were blanched, skinned,
yum.
pitted, pureed, and put in the still overnight before we distilled that, along with 24 ounces of French lavender buds. So that was the peach lavender version.
Wow.
The lemon one has 330 zested lemons in it. So I mean, that's taking the zest of 330 lemons. Normally on the Two Minis, I'll use like 9 lemons to get my citrus in there. So that was like 33 times the amount of lemons that I would normally put in a batch.
That's awesome. That's fantastic, JB.
Yeah, they're doing some good stuff out there in Fort Worth. I'm not gonna lie, I went through the whole facility. You saw pictures last week. I mean, we covered it pretty well. We're going back in October. You got it?
Yep, got it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having y'all all back up there and having Sherwan on site again.
Oh my God.
Sherwan's doing some good
so
stuff.
excited about having Sherwan on
Yeah,
set.
Sherwan's doing some good stuff.
All right. So just for fun.
He is a really great guy.
He's a super nice guy.
Yeah, I want to hear what your thoughts are on this, Bucky, with your
So-
hang on. What is it? Blue, yellow, limoncello, and this is the Acre product, right?
Yeah, the Two Minis.
The Two Minis regular gin and a blue and yellow limoncello bang. So I drank the bang prior to trying it. Creamy, lemony, vanilla-y, if that's the thing.
That's about right.
Yeah.
So let me tell you the backstory behind this blue and yellow limoncello, only because I know about it.
Yeah.
At one time, this was only a Walmart exclusive. Thus why it's called blue and yellow limoncello. Because it was literally the only place you could get it is Walmart.
It's lemony, but it's vanilla.
It's vanilla.
There's
You
a lot
feel
of
it?
vanilla.
You feel the vanilla on there?
Yeah. That's good.
It's not bad.
Yeah. And that's what you used to mix with vodka?
No.
No, he used to be
I
an
saw
absolute
this.
zero monster.
The
Okay,
the limoncello aspect of it
Okay.
intrigued me, I
Sure,
guess.
sure. No. I mean,
Because I hear a lot of citrusy things, and
Well, you
obviously going through tonight,
Well, like I told you,
Ton of lemon.
JB
Yeah.
and the boys out at the Acre make a limoncello and a
And
orange cello. And JB, if you don't mind, you can plug both of those, by the way, by all means.
Yeah, JB, I'd love to know what you start with for the limoncello, because I read about it and I was kind of I was intrigued. I'll be honest.
Yeah, we just use, high quality choice lemons, and let's see, in a batch, I buy 165 count, so I usually put 2 cases in a batch.
Oh wow.
So what's that? 330 lemons. So basically,
Yeah.
I put an entire batch of limoncello lemons into the lemon gin, which is what, like I said, that's what we start with our base for the limoncello, and then you'll obviously mix that with simple syrup and proof it down to 70 proof.
And
So I mean, that's basically how you make the
just the
limoncello.
Ron's correct.
And JB, just to be clear, it's what is the base? Is it truly gin, or is it more like a vodka?
Well, no, it's just like vodka. You using GNS as the base.
Okay.
So you
okay.
macerate the lemon zest in GNS for a number of days and extract all of those oils and the color and the lemon flavor out of the zest.
Yep.
And then you filter it and add your simple syrup.
Gotcha. Go ahead, Bucky. Did you have comments?
Here's my question. So last week I mentioned I wanted to do a malted rye whiskey with JB.
Okay.
That would be my choice because I'm on this rye kick.
Sure.
I'm going down this rye bit hole
Right.
that I've talked about.
Rye bit. Yeah.
So here's my question. Could you take your limoncello, put it in a barrel, let it sit, drain that shit, and then let's put that rye in the limoncello barrel and let it age?
Well, yeah, you can pretty much do anything. I haven't ever done that. Sounds like that's a project for a smaller barrel, maybe a 12-gallon barrel. That would be an interesting project to try.
Well, I just so happen to have a 12-gallon barrel, so if I need to bring it with me, and we can put some
No,
limoncello in there.
I gave you that one. It's already used up. I need a new one.
Yeah. So let's figure out a limoncello barrel, and let's take some aged rye whiskey, and let's throw it in a limoncello barrel. I'd love to see what that ends
Interesting.
up with.
Me too. That sounds like a neat project.
It does sound like a neat
Yeah.
project. I'm not going to lie. That sounds like a pretty neat project.
Yeah.
I like it. Good job. Look at you.
The wheels are turning.
Yeah.
Oh, they turned a lot. I talked to the boys. JB was around when I talked to the boys at Tex Malt. A quote-unquote true cigar batch is in the works.
Oh, I'd be curious about that
I'm not
one.
going to lie.
Man, be careful now, Roy. That's all proprietary, top secret info.
Proprietary
Very top
information.
secret. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's a cigar batch. I'm not saying what goes into it, but
Ooh, speaking of cigar batches,
Okay.
Starlight just released 2 cigar batch bourbons, and they released a cigar batch rye
okay.
that is
Ooh,
finished in Amberana and rum casks.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ah.
Amarana would be fantastic. Ooh. Yeah.
Rye finished in rum barrels is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
But that's where I'm thinking the limoncello. There's something
Yeah.
about the rye with limoncello mixture.
They make
you-
a lot of.
but you
JB
like-
and them have literally like, was it 40 different offerings? I think is what y'all claim that y'all have.
It's 40 plus now, but I think I've got 28 TTB approved labels. So you can purchase 28 different products at the distillery. But there's a number of others that I make that are only available behind the bar that aren't for sale.
What you want?
Can you pull the Java Shine?
That adds
I'm
a ton
curious
of
on.
vanilla.
I'm curious on something. Being as I got Ryan in the hot seat.
Okay.
Can you pull the Java Shine off the table?
I certainly
Ooh.
can.
I
Yeah.
want to see what Ryan's take on the Java Shine is. I know how you and I feel about it. I know how John feels about it.
Put it in the Frigidaire.
I know. I
It's
started
all right.
to, but
It's all right.
if you can grab that, he's
Yep,
gonna go
I got
back
it.
stick again.
Yep.
You
'Cause
need
that-
vanilla ice cream.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna call. Matter of fact, I'll text you tomorrow. But I've got requests for bottles of Java Shine because our producer John tried to order it off your website and he couldn't find it. So he was a little disappointed.
Ooh, man, that's fantastic. What's in the Java Shine?
Now let's talk about that for a minute. What's in the Java Shine, JB?
A Vodka medium roast.
Yeah, but what gives it the sweet flavor? I mean, it's
I think
quite
that's
nice.
simple syrup.
Okay,
Was they add to it?
they add to it. Okay,
I think.
man, that's good. That's real good.
I'll take a tiny pour of that.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, sir. Anything to get this gin taste out of my mouth.
I can't believe
Come
you're that
on.
way with the gin. Come on,
Come
man.
on.
I made JB laugh. Y'all can all suck it.
I feel this has been a good episode.
It really has.
I'm not gonna lie, the gin.
JB, thank you for joining us this
Oh, for
evening.
sure.
I've had a ton of fun.
Yep.
Your comments have been hilarious. Even though you suck.
Matter of fact, I'll take a pour of that while you're
There
at
you
it.
go. There you go.
Can we?
That's really good.
I'm really looking forward to October when y'all come up and
Yep.
we have Shawan over. It's going to be
Yep.
awesome.
Yes. And if you didn't hear Roy earlier, October 21st
Yes, October
is
21st.
the date that we will 115% be there.
Yes.
It's already been confirmed.
Yep.
October 21st.
Yep.
Save the date.
Yep.
We plan on being there.
Yep.
We plan on taking over Hill's Half Acre.
Why
and
not?
We're going to make it Hill.
We're gonna give it hell at
We're going to
least.
give it Hill at least.
Because I hear 2 inches is hell at 100 miles an hour.
Absolutely.
That's what I hear.
Especially if
That's
you
what I
do
hear.
it 6 times. She always wants. Never mind. I'm going to stop there.
You're so wrong. You're so wrong.
Ryan, I cannot thank you enough for being on. Today.
Oh man, I've enjoyed this.
JB, I'm gonna thank you for calling in
JB,
as well.
let's do that first.
tell,
JB,
tell the dogs I love them. Tell
Yes.
Gina I love her. I'm glad y'all
Izzy
are.
misses you.
I know Izzy does. Izzy does. But so for those of you, I'll fill Ryan in. Izzy is a Brittany Spaniel that is liver and white.
Oh, nice.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous dog.
Gorgeous.
Well mannered.
babe.
Super sweet. Yeah, your gray hairs are shining.
I
by the way,
sure
love.
appreciate y'all. I
No,
sure appreciate
JB.
y'all letting me call in.
Yes.
Oh, for
No,
sure.
no worries, JB.
Brother,
This was
we would
fun.
not have this show without you.
Right. No, for sure. 100%. Man,
It's been amazing.
This has been
keep,
fun, JB.
keep doing what you're doing. Keep
Don't
making what
please
you're
don't
making.
stop. Coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Don't stop making what you're making.
No, your stuff's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Your stuff's good.
And,
Don't
and,
stop.
And JB, I'm gonna make it up there for one of your Sundays, man, where you allow us to come in and
Well,
make
you,
some
you can
Bible.
hang. You can go up
Yeah.
on the 21st
Man, I was-
and hang out for the 22nd.
Well,
Ryan was
yeah.
one of the first, and he's a big reason why we promoted your tastings. He asked, when do they happen?
Yep.
Where do I go? How do I get there? And I just want to let everybody know, you've got to show up for a Sunday tasting.
Oh, their Sunday tastings are good.
Don't miss out.
You
on
can
it.
blend your own blend, and you can pick it
Yeah.
up Tuesday, from what I
That's the
understand.
thing.
That's fantastic.
So don't miss out. Be there. Acre Distilling out of Fort Worth. They're doing great things. Don't let tonight's episode and my personal opinion stop you from
Come on,
going and
come on.
doing what
point,
you're doing.
Point to the hashtag. Come on,
Just go
Jen,
ahead and
Jen
say
is
it.
in.
Just
Come
go ahead
on,
and
come
say
on,
it.
come on. Jen is in. Yeah.
JB, if you don't mind, before you go, plug the address for the Acre, if you
Yes.
don't mind.
Hit it.
1309 Calhoun Street in downtown Fort Worth.
Yep. Fantastic.
Fantastic, JB.
JB, as always, thank
Thank you.
you for everything.
Thank you.
Y'all
talk
have
to
a
you
great
soon.
evening,
Yes,
and
you too.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yes,
Thank
talk to you soon.
bud.
Be
Bye,
good,
man.
buddy.
All right.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
You too,
Look
bud.
forward to seeing you soon,
You
and we'll
will.
talk to y'all later.
All right. Be good.
All
Bye,
right,
bud.
bye.
All right.
All right, guys. We are at the 2-hour and 45-minute mark.
Yay, look at
wow.
that. We're
Yeah.
almost at a Marvel
We almost hit a
movie.
Marvel movie.
Almost.
For the Marvel episode, the Multiverse, which is great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan, again for bringing
Absolutely.
everything that you brought tonight.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure. Drinking with you is one of my favorite pastimes.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't like
Y'all are friends, and well, look. If even if you don't like it, your wife and Roy's wife and my
Yes.
wife love the
They
gin
enjoy this.
cocktails,
Yes, they
and
love
so
the
that's
gin
that's
cocktail.
that's
They
really
do.
what it's all about. So you and I and Roy can sit around and drink whiskey all night, and the ladies are happy with the gin cocktail.
The drink.
But Steph, and I don't remember my wife agreeing to it, but Steph at least agreed to a whiskey tasting at some point.
Yeah,
I feel Steph could get down with some whiskey.
yeah.
So
yeah.
we're gonna force all the wives
Yes.
to do a little bit of a whiskey tasting because
And-
I suffered through tonight. I made it.
And we'll do it.
I made it.
We'll do it on location at my house.
Right.
Okay.
I
It
got-
doesn't
I
have
got-
to be on camera.
We can do it on camera. It'll be okay.
They
They'll be-
won't. The wives will.
Yeah, the wives
You
won't.
and I both. know
Yeah,
that.
we both know
Okay,
that.
fair
We had a
point.
little bit
Fair
of
point.
trouble getting Ron on camera.
Yeah, fair
It
point.
took a while.
Yeah. I was in Austin way too long.
Right.
We're glad you're back in town. by the
Me
way.
For
too.
sure,
Me
for
too.
sure.
Super glad you're back in town. What did you find any good whiskey while you were in Austin?
Still Austin.
To bring this all back home.
So still Austin had fantastic
Yes, they
whiskey.
did.
I ended up with a very nice bottle of.
If you say the oat, I'm going to punch you on air.
It's the distillers. It's whatever their master distillers. Personal
Is
choice.
that Nancy?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
It's that one. It's
so the
okay.
Nancy
It's that bottle.
Nancy Fraley does their single barrel select.
Right.
She selects
Yep.
the single barrels.
And she did one of her own bottlings, and I have a bottle of that, which is
Can-
fantastic.
Can I take a me
Come on.
moment? Can I take a me moment for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
And just say how much of a fucking fanboy
Of Nancy?
of Nancy.
Oh, yeah. She's
And can I
legit.
just say thank you? And you're never gonna see this. Thank you, Nancy Fraley. She followed me on Instagram.
Wait a minute. You got the keyboard? Tag still Austin in it.
Yeah,
I will.
tag them in it. Come
Tag
on.
'em in it.
Nancy Fraley followed me on Instagram.
She may unfollow you because of the gin
She may.
episode, but
I don't.
but you
Does
ought
she
to
do
tag-
gins?
She does.
I feel yeah.
I have a feeling she did. She
Oh,
was.
you guys! Don't
I had a
worry.
feeling she.
Yeah, she was very instrumental in this gin bottle.
She did. My wife makes a very good point. She tasted the 25 samples of 25 Days of Christmas. She
Yep,
did a good job.
She did that.
Yep,
And not
yep.
only that, she did some stuff at Whiskey Fest, too.
Yeah.
So,
So,
But
shout out to
She was intoxicated by sample 3.
Oh well, come on now.
I give her a little more credit than that. I must say by sample 6.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, 6 or 8.
Because
Yeah,
she
come on.
started coming in and was like,
Yeah, yeah.
Anytime,
25 Days of Christmas.
I
was
know
fun.
Dana well enough. Anytime she grabs you in public, I know she's there.
She's intoxicated.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know
She's ready to go
she's-
home. She's ready to go home.
We had a ton of fun. I can't wait.
She's literally like an R.
Thank
Kelly
you.
song.
Thank you, Mike Wright,
Yes,
for
for
chiming
sure.
in
Yes.
tonight. How cool was
Yeah,
that?
That was cool.
Yeah.
Mike
January
was down.
6th, 2024.
Yep.
Jake's going to be there.
I hear Jake.
Oh,
He
fantastic.
better fucking be there. If
I
he's
hear
not,
Ke-
I'm mad.
I hear Kevin may or
Kevin may or
not.
may not show
We
up.
hadn't figured that one out yet.
But the wives,
Yeah.
I even told Jake, I was like, our wives need a
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
They need a friend.
I need a friend.
They're going to
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
They're going to have a
That's
good time.
right. That's
No,
right.
for sure.
And Jake will have a good time because
Jake will have fun with
Dude.
the rest of us.
Yeah.
he has leaned and he has found his palate and he has leaned so hard into this Texas whiskey thing that I cannot wait to
nice.
share.
Time to show
Nice.
Just
nice.
to share a little bit of what we have
Yeah,
here.
Yup.
yeah. Especially with the Clifford, the Garrison brothers,
Yup.
the Still
Balcones,
Austin, the
Still
Balcones.
Austin.
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
the he
Even
got the
Fierce
still Austin.
Whiskers. I mean, let's
Yeah,
not leave
yeah,
them
yeah,
out, too.
yeah,
Fierce
yeah. Don't
Whiskers
leave them
was
out.
good
Don't.
Bro.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
got-
Their rye is fantastic.
Have you had their wine?
Their rye is
wine? Have you had their
Yeah,
wine?
yeah. Their rye is awesome. Yeah, I went and had it at their place. So before we shut it down, because
Okay.
I know we're on the end, or
Close.
on the edge of shutting it down.
We're close.
I want to pull out a bottle of Copper and
Oh,
Kings,
Oh.
because and y'all all need a fresh glass, but I want to pull out a bottle of their absinthe. And this is
Interesting.
a little something different that a lot of people don't get a chance to try especially down here in Texas. This is kind of a New England thing, but this is their absinthe, and I'm gonna butcher this word. It's the alembic, but they finished it in a barrel, and so
Okay.
let me see if I can read this here.
Look, it's,
so
it's your boy Verlander.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead. Tag them in there. So,
Tag Verlander.
I'm so glad you're back in Houston.
I feel like y'all kind of screwed the pooch on that deal because you let him go to.
Let Ryan do his thing.
No,
don't
go
don't you
ahead,
go
go
into
ahead, go
sports.
ahead.
Hey, did you know college football is less than a week away?
Did you know that I got ripped by a fan of Ruling on the Field? Because did you see their list?
Oh wow.
So they did a list of, and
You?
I'm not actually
Roy
ripped. Yes,
Gravis?
I got
You
ripped.
got ripped?
I
Come
got
on.
ripped. I'm
Bring
actually,
it.
that.
Let me
I'm
hear it.
actually gonna
Can
pull
you
it up if
please
I can
read
find
it?
Yes, let me pull it up. I will pull it up.
What are you drinking up? Oh no, you need to finish y'all need to finish y'all's cocktails.
If I can find, I got a glass waiting on you.
You got a glass?
Of course.
Yeah.
I drink anything that won't drink me first. So, Ruling on the Field, which is a local sports show here in Silsbee, put their top 5 SEC stadiums.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm gonna read you the list. Number 5, Kyle Field, Texas A&M. Number 4, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, University of Florida, aka the Swamp.
Nice. Yeah.
Number 3, Bryant Denny Stadium,
Okay.
of course, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Number 2, Neyland Stadium, University of Tennessee,
Right.
Knoxville. Number 1, Tiger Stadium.
Yeah,
Death Valley,
that's
LSU.
right. That's right.
My response to this list
Boomer
was,
Oh,
first
No,
of all, not
no.
yet.
it's automatic.
No.
Not yet.
Sorry,
First of
sorry.
all, my
Give me a
response,
glass.
and I
Give me a
got
glass.
ripped
Hold on.
for this by Ruling on the Field and by one of their fans. So I'll
Some
read
water
you
in
the
there.
whole
I don't have
concept.
any more.
So I said Kyle Fields should not even be on this list.
Agreed.
My list was number 5, Ole Miss in the Grove on a Saturday.
Oh.
Legit.
Wait a minute.
No.
Number 4, hang on.
Tire Stadium ranks way over that.
Well,
over
yeah,
the
I
road.
agree. So hang on a
This
second.
is
I'm
number
I'm going
5.
from 5
He
to
said
1.
5.
All right. Okay. All right.
So number 4, I agreed with them. University of Florida, the
Yep.
Swamp. Number 3, I put Georgia between the hedges.
Yeah.
Number 2, Neyland Stadium, Rocky Top. Number 1 for me was Death Valley.
There you go.
As far as the current SEC lineup. Now that will
Are we
change.
going just SEC?
Well, we're going just SEC now. That will change come 2024 because, to me, DKR will be probably top 3 in that just because I'm
Nice.
Homer. But I got ripped by Ruling on the Field themselves because they said, come on. They said, Roy Gravis, come on. Just because you aren't allowed back at the Dixie Chickens, there's no reason to hate on College Station. One of their fans, a guy by the name of Don Roy Jr., put Kyle Field as the best. So he had Kyle Field ranked over Death Valley,
I
which
can't
I
believe
call
that.
bullshit.
That's bullshit.
I call straight
That's
up bullshit.
That ain't right. That
Yes.
ain't right. All right. So back.
So
back.
SEC only.
SEC only,
only.
currently. SEC.
Yeah.
So current 2023.
Yes.
Yes.
2023
Is
SEC.
Yes. Agreed.
Death Valley number 1.
Oh,
Yes.
by far.
Oh,
I
by
agree
far.
with that one.
By
Kyle
far.
Field probably number 2.
Negative.
Negative. No,
Kyle
no,
Field
no,
number 2.
No.
You're full of shit.
Not even close.
The Swamp
Yes.
on Georgia Saturday number 3.
Yes. As number 2. Yes.
Number
I
3.
feel like Florida and Tennessee, you can swap them at
the
number
12th
2.
man on any given Saturday. I feel like in general
Those jackholes
on
can't even
average-
kiss their
on
girlfriend until they score a
average.
touchdown.
That's
So
right.
what happens?
on
What
average.
happens if you get
Goes to
49 and 0?
scoreless.
You ain't
That's right.
kissing your girlfriend the whole night
No,
or
no,
your
on
wife
week,
average.
or all week.
Yeah.
You go on average. I'm going Death Valley, Kyle Field. No, 1 and 2.
You're fucking retarded. I'm gonna call it right
The
now.
Swamp
You are
on
a,
average.
You are a number
No.
1 retarded.
No.
Yes.
The Swamp on average
Nope.
is not louder than Kyle Field
It
on
didn't-
an
it didn't-
average
It didn't say
Saturday.
loud. Hang
No.
on.
No,
It
no.
didn't say loud. It said best stadium. Didn't say
Yeah.
nothing about loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
well,
far
now
as
it's
a
little
whole atmosphere.
Okay,
As
well,
far as
now
the
we're a little
tailgate, the
Okay.
game, the
Yeah.
whole 9 yards.
different. Okay,
Yeah,
now
you're-
we're, that's okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, change
I
your list.
misunderstood. I
I'm sure you
misunderstood.
did.
That's all right. That's all
Yeah.
right.
You like that? You like that thumb up your ass? I get
No,
it.
I just want to play
Did yourself.
Turn off the lights and what's in your mouth.
No, you're gonna play turn on the lights and what's in your butt when you shove that thumb up there.
I thought we were talking about like loud atmosphere.
No.
Like,
no.
No.
It was best overall from
okay.
tailgate
Okay.
to game experience.
Death Valley.
By far
Swamp.
number 1.
The
Yeah,
Swamp.
Swamp's
yes.
number 2.
Yeah.
I get down
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
I'll
Maybe
just
even
go-
Ole Miss might be a close
Ooh.
second.
I'm not gonna
Third.
lie.
I don't-
Oxford on a Saturday, I hear is legit.
I've heard it's legit.
Yeah.
But I also have heard by doing oil field service work in Meridian, Mississippi, which is not too far from Starksville.
Right.
Mississippi
Mississippi
State
State
ranks are in there
can do
somewhere.
some-
Yeah, but
Can do the damn thing.
Mississippi is dry, so
Yeah, but it's
so-
more Cowville.
Agreed.
It's more
agreed,
cowbell.
Agreed.
I'll stick with 1 and 2. I'll stick with
I
my
can
1 and
get
2
down
if you're
with
going to
your
go
1 and 2.
there.
I kind of
Death
lean
Valley.
differently. My 1 and 2 is Death Valley and then Rocky Top.
Yeah.
That's where I go with it. Rocky Top, Dixieland
That's
Delight.
probably that's tough. I think the swamp.
I think the swamp might
I don't know.
edge
Yeah.
down number 2.
I mean, but we're talking inch. Like
Yeah.
we're talking
Yeah,
cunt
we're not,
hairs
yeah,
at this
we're
point.
literally
Yeah.
like
Frog hairs.
yeah, frog hairs. Yeah,
To
I
keep it
agree.
in the South, we're talking frog hairs.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're not wrong. I'm not gonna. I won't say you're wrong.
Right.
And then Kyle Phil might be in.
It's gonna go
4th or
top
5th.
Kyle
5.
Field doesn't even make my top
Oh.
5.
Yeah.
As far as
I
current
say-
SEC,
Right.
I rank
No.
a bunch of stuff out there.
'Cause have you
Columbia,
seen
from
Kyle
what I hear,
Field?
from what I hear from my wife who has been to the University of South Carolina, Columbia on a Saturday with like
Legit.
90,000 is legit.
It's legit. Right?
But
Okay.
Kyle
All right.
Field and the march and the what they do pregame, their pep rallies,
First of all, they're called yell rallies, not pep
right.
their
rallies.
Right.
yell rallies are legit.
First of all, their yell leaders are in janitor's uniforms, so
Doesn't
they clean
matter.
toilets
They
on
are.
the side.
We're not talking about that, and you can't use your Texas bias
I can't use my
against
Texas
them
bias
because
I
Texas is
can't.
not in the SEC as of today.
No, but I'm saying I just don't care. I would pull for anybody else other than A&M.
Agreed.
Okay, time out. We
He
can do
gets
this.
it.
We can do this all night. We've already talked about it. Where we're at. We're Marvel movie link.
All right.
What do you got? What did you pour in my cup?
I
This
see
is,
pickleball.
this is
yes.
absinthe. This is something
Roy and
different.
pickleball.
So this is the Green Fairy. If
Am I gonna start seeing things?
You might call your wife to come pick
Jesus
you up.
Christ.
All right. So this is an authentic handcrafted
That is super
distillation
mint on the nose.
of classic absinthe botanicals, which includes Artemis absinthe and fennel, with accented with selected aromatics. So this has been barrel aged in
That's super mint
in
on
new
the nose.
white oak barrels. So
Super mint.
Bucky, this is the end of the.
This is the end of
Is
your
this
journey.
considered a gin or no?
no, this
No,
is not.
it's not.
This is absinthe. So this
Can we get a little backstory on absinthe?
Absinthe
Since we're
would-
at this point in
Sure.
our show.
So
First of all,
absinthe-
absinthe makes your heart grow fonder.
That's
First
right.
of all.
That's right. That's right. That's fair point. Fair point.
Is that
So-
why I love my wife so much?
Absinthe was
I
a
love your
traditional German expression that was traditionally aged in wormwood, which gave it hallucinogenic properties. This is not. But
What is wormwood? What is wormwood?
I don't know, but if
truly,
you,
truly, it's oak that
Okay.
that they put worms into, and then they allowed alcohol to
Okay.
ferment into. I don't know. That's
That's
all I
super-
got.
So where did the green fairy come from?
I don't
So-
know. To me, that's super spearmint on the nose.
Spearmint, licorice,
Yes.
you know, black
licorice.
black jelly
black-
beans.
yes.
right here. So this is the end of your multiverse night on gin. This is this
You
is
made
also,
it.
This is also from Copper and Kings. So this is your last foray into this.
Okay, no, we're not gonna. Oh, he done did it. Okay. All right.
You do whatever you want.
I'm gonna.
It's
okay.
black jelly beans, man.
Yep, it is. So, Jim
Drinks
Beam,
love. Drinks
Jim Beam Double Oaked was by far the most black licorice. Well, hold on.
That's
Go
going to
ahead.
be more.
Most black licorice whiskey we have done today.
All right, so this is 65% ABV, 130 proof.
130 proof.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So, Jim Beam Double Oaked, we've done it on the show.
Yep.
I 1000% compared it to black licorice.
Right.
I have the bottle sitting on my shelf because we didn't want it. It is sitting on my shelf and it will never move. It will never ever move. It won't empty
You won't
anymore.
drink anymore?
I won't.
Never,
I won't do
ever.
it. If you want it, you can have it.
No.
If anybody on the show likes Jim Beam Double Oaked,
We'll
you
send
can
it to
have
you.
it.
Yes.
You can have
we'll
the
ship
bottle.
olive oil.
Whatever is left, you can have that barbecue sauce. I promise. Texas barbecue sauce from Tennessee, you can have that.
Yeah. Go ahead and shoot.
Go ahead. Come on, buddy.
Ah!
Throw that
Go.
back. Throw that
Throw
back.
it back.
Throw
I
it
don't throw
back.
mine back.
Nope. Oh my god. Nope.
Think about calling some dinosaurs?
Come on, Bucky.
No.
Give me a Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. That is terrible.
Oh, come
Why
on.
would anybody drink
I'm
that?
not gonna lie, I kind of liked it.
It's
Even though I'm not a fan of black licorice, I
Right.
kind of liked it because I get spearmint on the nose, black licorice on the palate.
agreed.
No.
And with a nice cigar, it's fantastic.
yes,
It-
No,
Sure.
fuck you. There's no cigar in the world.
It brings
that will
out the
save
pepper
that.
in that.
I think magic. I think that one,
No.
that cane that he's got in his hand, that would be a good one. Magic Toast would be a good one to finish that
Oh,
off with.
God.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm smoking. So just so everybody's aware, I after that Texla
Yes, the Texla,
cigar,
by the way, super good.
Yeah, I moved over to the Cane Straight Ligero, which is a fantastic Lancero.
Oh, my God.
Lots of pepper, lots of spice.
Oh my God.
Bucky's probably gonna throw up in the yard here in a minute, which is
What the
fantastic.
That's Death
But,
Valley on a Saturday. By
It
the
is,
way, man.
it is, man. Death Valley,
Hey,
you know.
beating on the door.
After they win a game, this is
Yes.
what you toast with. The
I
way
get
you're
it.
supposed to serve it is over a sugar cube,
Okay.
super cold, over some ice.
So you mentioned that. I'm curious. Has anybody ever served anything over a beef bouillon cube?
Ooh, that'd be
I feel it
interesting.
would be interesting.
That'd be interesting, especially with this.
Yeah, I feel it would be good.
I am immediate.
Bucky, don't throw up on camera,
throw up
man.
on camera.
Yeah,
I won't.
Yeah. You better take some water. Take something. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
We'll wait.
yeah. Go ahead, man. Tell us your thoughts.
Chrissy
Chris, who's Chrissy?
is that one dude Ryan's
Okay.
wife.
Okay.
Chrissy at Borden Bella on TikTok.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a DM. Ryan is doing that
I feel he needs to
Yeah.
do that on his blind.
on the
thing.
next
Yes.
whiskey guy tries.
Yes.
If he does not do that shit and he does not spit it out and throw up in the trash can, he's oh my god.
All right,
Good,
so-
coach.
That's
Not
the worst
good.
shit I've ever tried in my life.
So Chrissy and Ryan, if y'all message Bucky, he'll get you a bottle of it. But
Yeah,
I mean, a little sample.
I'm gonna
of
send
it.
you a sample.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
we'll
God.
make it happen.
I'm gonna put on the sample label hashtag whiskey guy tries, and we're just gonna leave it at that. Guys, fucking, and I don't care what we
I
say
kinda
about
liked
using
it,
the
I'm
F
not
word
gonna
on the
lie.
show.
kinda
I love
liked
it.
I'm
I
gonna
really
say
did.
it twice. That's fucking terrible.
I kind of liked it.
That was the worst thing we've tried tonight.
What?
And I've
Really?
tried gin.
Oh wow.
There's a lot of gin on the table.
There's a lot of gin on the
A lot
table.
of gin on
Yeah.
the table.
Oh my
A
god.
lot of good gin on the
A
table.
lot of good gin on the table for sure.
Okay, real quick.
Oh my god.
Yep.
All right, so
Go ahead.
what do we-
Catch up
what do
on
we
the
got?
comment.
We got to catch up on the comments. First of all, Nayland should be number one. Tennessee is something daddy smacked them in their own stadium. Jake is a Tennessee boy in Alabama. He loves Tennessee.
As long as
Okay.
he wears
Whatever he's
orange,
trying
No
to
worries, Jake.
As long as he as long as he wears orange, I don't care.
Bryant Denny can burn to the dang
or
ground.
purple and gold on the day you come over here to Whiskey Fest.
I may drop some purple and gold on Whiskey Fest. I got an LSU hat,
Crimson
There
and
you
green.
go.
Crimson and green.
and I bought mine literally from the team store right outside Mike the Tiger's enclosure.
Nice.
So I don't know.
Well
I
done.
don't know if you heard the story. So I worked for Community Coffee for a little bit.
Right?
My defensive driving was taken on LSU's campus.
Oh, nice. Fantastic.
so
good.
yeah,
good.
we stopped by the team store.
So apparently Jake has sent you something, Roy, and you need to read it when you get a chance.
I just read it. Do I need to? Can I read it out loud?
I don't know.
Ask Jake. Can I read it out loud?
Jake, if you're still watching, can Roy read it on air? There's 6 viewers right now.
Yeah.
Can we read it on air? God, that was terrible. Why did you feed me that? I don't like it. I was fine right up until that point.
There's a response. I need you to focus right now. Focus,
No,
Dad.
Focus.
Hey,
Yep,
hey.
focus.
Sure.
Okay.
Go get you a bottle. Go get you a pour of that bottle that's to the left.
No.
Yes.
The
it's-
You
Lafroig
said it
or
was
the
Scotch.
other?
No, the Talisker. It's not.
Talisker's
it's not peaty.
Yeah,
You
it's
said
not
it was
peaty.
Scotch. I don't
It's
like
Scotch, but it's not peaty.
I need bourbon.
So Jake sent me via text message. Just wanted just wanted to reach out and say I don't need anything from y'all. I enjoy y'all as people, and I support my friends. I'll do
Jake.
anything I can to see y'all
Fuck
succeed. Can't wait to hang out and raise
No.
hell come January.
No,
There
fuck
you
you,
go.
Jake. Fuck
We'll
you.
see you. We'll see you soon, Jake.
A, we'll see you in January. B, we're sending you some shit. Because I got some shit in the studio
Yes,
that
we
you
got a
gotta
lot of shit.
suffer.
Suffer.
It's not suffering, Jake.
It's not suffering.
I'm not sending you any of the good shit.
No.
I'm sending you all the gin bottles. No more good shit.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I thought I was gonna send you some good stuff.
You're gonna send him.
You're gonna send him good stuff.
You're gonna send him good stuff.
Yeah, some of the
We're
acre
gonna-
stuff.
we're gonna-
Your thoughts on the JT?
I love it. I love it. A little spearmint
So I'm
on the
curious. Do
aftertaste.
you have
That's
the white?
fantastic.
It is a beautiful marriage of
Home song. It's beautiful and crazy all at the same time.
That's right.
is.
That's right. It's that rice. The
Yes.
the
I got
rice
I-
really
maybe
gives
it's
it.
the rice, but there was the best of both worlds.
It really
I mean,
is the best of both worlds.
the bourbon sweetness comes out from the oak, but the a celery kind of flavor in there. It's really good.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like if I were to fuck around and find out and start a bourbon company in Texas, I would want to do rice
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
because it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful blend of like
It is.
well, not just that. It's very
Rice
prominent
spice.
in the area of Southeast Texas.
right.
Yep,
and
yep,
it's what we
agreed.
do. Agreed. But it's a beautiful blend
Yeah. Yeah.
of
is.
rye.
is.
Rice is legit.
And the char really comes through
Yes.
from the barrel. It
Yes.
really, really does.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to. Have you ever had hot sake?
Ooh, yeah.
See, y'all gonna fuck around and find out, just like we did with gin.
hot sake is legit.
No, no.
Black and gold hot sake
Yes.
is legit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you need it if you like that.
a good rice wine
Yes.
is fantastic.
I can stimulate your mind, Craig. Is what I can do.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done a little bit of that tonight.
All right. Who else do we have in the comments? What's going
That's
on?
Steph. Over my dead body, will you send me? Will you send him my
My
gin?
gin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fine, Steph. I love you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who
Uh-oh.
we
I'm
got
gonna have to
calling
take
in?
That's my wife. I'm gonna have to take
Oh.
that one off air.
Yep, off
Yeah.
air.
Hang on a second.
Do the last call.
Hey, what's up?
I don't know how to. I can't mute your.
Yeah, we're fixing to wrap it
I
up.
can't mute your mic from here.
All right.
It's
All right. All right.
your kids. Okay. Love you, honey. All right. So, typically, I would scream like you do at the
Go
beginning
ahead.
of the show.
Come on, Roy. You got it.
No.
Last call. Come
No,
on.
we're not going to do that.
What are we doing?
The same way you started the show.
Oh,
It's the multiverse.
very gentle. Very
Gentlemen, we've had a great night. Everyone for watching. Ryan, appreciate you coming on the show.
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And,
As we-
and braving the heat with us.
Yeah.
By far.
Not bad.
As we end this evening, we're going to go ahead and let everyone know this is the last call
Sure.
for alcohol.
Yes, it is.
I need something in my glass, and
I have a little bit of the Java Shine.
God,
that I'm gonna roll
nothing
with.
on this table.
What would you like, Roy? I mean, Bucky out of
This is the Java Shine.
Can I get some of the O&G
Yes.
Okay.
barrel aged?
Yes.
The barrel
Look
age.
at you.
Yes. Yes. Check you out.
If we're gonna start the show on gin, we're gonna end the show on gin.
Well,
'Cause
I've
we're
enjoyed-
we're gentlemen.
Yeah, I've
this
enj-
evening.
I think one of us is more gentlemanly than the other
That's
one.
rough. I don't want
I'll
it.
finish it with you.
I don't want it, but I'm gonna enjoy it somewhat. But I'm gonna
I think you're gonna like my last call.
But I'm
too,
going
by
to
the
throw
way.
it over to my gentleman friend,
So it's
Roy
my turn.
Travis,
Yeah.
as you end the night with the last call.
So tonight's last call is actually a vocabulary lesson.
Raise your glasses.
Yes.
Everyone.
There is such a thing as gin consolable. That devastating feeling when there's no more gin. I know you won't appreciate that, but Ryan and I will. Yep.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Plug the merch.
God, that's terrible. You can find our merch at functionyourway.live.
Yep.
Follow. You can find Roy at full-bodied FG
Yep.
on all social media, basically.
Y'all ain't saying nothing about
You've got a pretty new shirt.
Yeah.
Come and
Custom.
take it.
Yeah, I like it.
our
You can find me on all the socials at Undrafted Free Agent. Agent with no E.
Yes,
it's
no E.
AGNT.
Yep.
Ryan,
Maybe
your
not.
thoughts?
Maybe not the gin, but
you fucked up with the gin.
I like the gin. Thank you, by the way, for
yeah,
the gin.
yeah.
I'm gonna start questioning your whiskey choices from now on.
Somebody has a little
Your
more.
pig roasting is
somebody
somewhat
has-
questionable now.
Somebody has a little
I
more.
loved it last year, but
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Educated palate?
Educated.
I feel like mine's a little
more
more
refined. Maybe
See?
refined.
Refined. There you go.
these
Refined
mother
palate.
truckers right here. I can't thank everybody enough. Show thing. You're 150% friends of the show.
Yep. Don't screw it up.
Agreed.
Thank JB for calling in.
JB, all the question you answered.
Yep.
Thank you, Acre Distilling, for Acre August.
Yep.
We've got more to come.
I think their gin. Their gin's a
Yep.
good lineup.
It really is. I won't-
Gin is in.
Gin is in. Gin is. Look,
Why?
There's 2 out of 3 that
Why?
say it.
Why?
Because it's a good
It's
new.
lucky. End it.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
Can we get back to whiskey next week?
Yeah.
Next week will be a whiskey episode.
Hold on. We got Hook Ryan Mc.
Yes.
Oh, no.
130
JB
proof
can't
light
say
whiskey. Can't say one on the other head.
Jake, so y'all ready for some 132 proof light whiskey coming your way? Jake?
Yes.
Jake? You know I'm already ready for that.
Already
we gonna
ready.
do the damn thing. We got a little bottle going on
Yeah,
Yeah.
right here. The Bob Barkey's house.
from Southern Collective.
That reminds me, I got to text JB tomorrow because I need Michael Harper
Text
from
JB.
Funky Picnics.
When you're in there, P.S. Bucky really does like you.
I don't know if I can put that or not.
Go ahead, Bucky. Close it out.
Tonight's been awful.
No, it's not. It was great. The producer loved it. The friends loved it.
Because they like making
Yeah.
fun
Ryan
of me.
loved it.
Yep.
Y'all
You're the
be
only
good.
one that hated it.
Y'all be good.
Always.
Y'all
Always.
been awesome.
No, we try.
Thank you. I got to find the outro.
It's-
Bye-bye.